some fun.
I do.
Now, you just saying you want to have fun, or do you really want to have fun?
I really want to have fun. I'm just saying I want to have some fun.
Some nights I stay up, cashing in my bag.
There's one rule we got, we live by.
Some nights I call it
What happens in this room, what's said in this room, stays in this room.
Great moments are born of great opportunity. And that's what you have here tonight. That's what you've earned here tonight.
It's still black ice. This is our pond.
What do I stand for? Most nights I don't know anymore.
Shot saved by Alex Hare. Lawrence picks it up at the center ice. Comes to the right side. Comes forehand, backhand. Shoot, scores!
Why don't we break the rules already?
Here's a one-timer shoot, scores by Nick Rimley! Huskies win! Huskies win! The Huskies win in a shootout!
That's alright.
NIU Huskies hockey is on the air from the U.S. Cellular Coliseum in Bloomington, Illinois. It's the Northern Illinois Huskies taking on the Illinois State University Redbirds. Welcome again, everybody. My name is Marcus Grosnick. Alongside my broadcast colleagues Stephen Duffy and cameraman Dan Sanchez, we welcome you in to this Maca Gold Conference matchup between ISU and NIU. Last night, the Huskies came in ranked number 15, taking on the number 1 ranked Redbirds, and they came out with a big win, 6-2, scoring 3 power play goals, 2 by Brian Pickett and another one by Troy Hickey. Leon
Actually,
had 2.
I think it wasn't four power
no,
play
Leon,
goals?
Leon's was full strength because
Oh yeah, you're right. Yep.
So 2 from Pickett, 2 from Leon Rosinski, and I forget who the 6th one was.
Leon had 2, Pickett had 2,
Hickey
Rosinski
and Hickey.
And Hickey,
So,
yeah.
All right, so
yep.
there's your 6 goal scorers from last night. ISU is on the ice. We're not quite sure where Northern is. I know that we are going to go on without redoing the ice in between warm-ups in the drop of the puck tonight. But a good win for the Huskies, going up 6-2.
Big win.
Hare's first start since Florida Gulf Coast. He stopped 44 of 46 shots as Northern is now just coming onto the ice. He was banged up in the game last night. The trainer for ISU thought he might have had a concussion. So tonight, Coach Ronaldo is going to dress 3 goalies with Bonin and Perillo. LJ is a healthy scratch to get Perillo into the lineup in case Hare needs to get pulled, in case he does have those concussion-like symptoms. But boy, was he good, having not played in almost 3.5 weeks.
Well, yeah, like we were saying all last night, he was really great. We thought he'd come in a little bit rusty, but he ended up getting 42 saves out of 44 shots. So he really was great last night. And you got to expect, hopefully, if he can stay in the whole game, if he has another good night like that, I expect Northern Illinois to have another win here. And if they can get both wins this weekend, that's going to put them up very high in the Maca Conference.
Well, last night, like you said, the power play was 3 for 8 last night. Good movement in the power play. What do you think was so effective for them to get 3 power play goals against Illinois State?
I really think it was because of mostly Hickey and Pickett that we got 3 power play goals, because Hickey, he kept going from the points and from the blue line.
Yeah.
And he was really doing great of getting just pucks to the net, and they kept getting tip-ins or maybe people in front of the net blocking the goalie. So, I mean, just a really great job by Hickey, just doing some nice slap shots from the blue line and getting some tip-ins. So that was what I saw in the power play last night. Penalty kill was much better than from 2 nights ago, because 2 nights ago we didn't have our best penalty killer, Nick Remley. We're going to have to get used to having not Nick Remley on the penalty kill, since he's going to be gone in the second semester. But, yeah, we got to get that better without him. But it was much better. Only allowed 1 power play goal out of, I think, 7 tries out of ISU for power plays. So really good night in special teams last night. And it's good to see the special teams getting back on track, because they were kind of off for the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Well, today I had the chance to talk with NIU D2 head coach Chuck Ronaldo, and I basically, when we talked about, was how big of a momentum boost this was for the Huskies, coming off a big win against Cal State, then knocking off the number 1 ranked Redbirds. So this is the interview that I had with NIU D2 head coach Chuck Ronaldo. We're here with NIU D2 head coach Chuck Ronaldo. And, Coach, what a big win for your program last night. You guys were ranked number 15 in the Central region. For the first set of rankings, ISU came in number 1. You guys knocked them off 6-2. Can you just tell the fans how big of a momentum builder that is for your guys, especially coming off another win against Cal State?
Yeah, it's definitely the best game we've played this year. I was very happy with the guys, very, very proud of their effort. ISU is a very, very good team, and obviously being ranked number 1, it was a big motivator for us to take them down. It's definitely a step in the right direction. Now we just have to find a way to keep that momentum going. It's great to have one big game, but to be for real, now we got to put 2, 3, 4, 5 together. And
you talk about momentum, and you guys really haven't put 2 or 3 good games back to back all season long. What do you guys have to do tonight to continue to have that momentum and pull within 1 point of Illinois State in the Maca Gold Conference?
We just have to keep it simple, keep doing what we're doing. I mean, the guys had such a great sense of urgency yesterday, and just I like to call it a warrior mentality. Nobody expected things to happen for themselves. Nobody was waiting for bounces. You go out and create your opportunities. You go out and put forth the blood, sweat, and tears to get the job done, and good things happen. And that's that mentality we have to keep. And we talk about consistency. And we just haven't had that consistency. So I'm hoping this was a nice spark to give these guys the extra confidence to keep that warrior mentality up.
And you guys talk about consistency. You guys had 3 power play goals last night, 2 from Brian Pickett and 1 from Troy Hickey. What was working last night on the power play that got you guys those 3 goals?
I feel bad kind of repeating myself, but keeping it simple. I mean, it's once again, these guys, we weren't looking for complicated passes. We weren't looking for, the great one-on-one move or anything like that. It was find the open guy, suck their forwards out high, make the pass and attack. I mean, there were tips, there were rebounds, there were pucks bouncing around, and that's how you keep teams on their heels, and that's how pucks go in the net. So, we were very confident with making that simple play, and that's gonna help us a lot if we keep it up.
And last night ISU started David Cranky, and you guys got 3 goals on 7 shots on him, chased him, and they brought in Scott Zarnik. What was it? Was that a game changer for you guys to kind of to rattle their goalie, get him out, and bring in Zarnik, who wasn't supposed to play until tonight?
Yeah, and we have a unique relationship with Scotty. He's buddies with Troy Hickey, and we know him pretty well. So before the game, he was not in the game mentality. So to be able to chase their starter quickly and get Scotty in there was a good motivator for us because he wasn't ready to play.
Yeah.
Now credit to him, he made some very big saves. So and he's a heck of a goalie. So it was a bittersweet to see him come in because we knew what he was capable of. But yeah, we're a team that we always say we need to start quick, and obviously to be able to start that quick and to be able to bury pucks, 3 goals so quickly was exactly, I mean, it's been our recipe for success. It's just a matter of executing. So it was a good thing.
And talking about goaltenders, Alex Hare got his first start since the Friday night game at Florida Gulf Coast. He stopped 42 of 44 shots last night, and it's probably the best I've seen him play in quite a while. What was working for him last night to get you guys the victory behind Hare?
He didn't overextend himself. He didn't try to do too much. He squared up to the puck. He made the good saves. He directed his rebounds. He didn't try to. Sometimes Hare tries to overplay a puck a little bit, try to get the assist if you want to call it, not necessarily on the sheet, but he did his job. It was his home. He stayed home. He did his thing, and built his confidence back up. And the break that he's had lately, I think, has helped him a little bit too. He's fresh now.
Well, the injury list is short. I know Cantillo is still out with the concussion, but I know Hare took a hit to the back of the head last night, got ran into. Can you give us an update on him and how he's doing?
Yeah, there was some concern of a concussion. He had some symptoms last night, but I think it was mainly just his head being rattled a little bit.
Yeah.
He was fine last night. He's been great today. We did a little exercise with him this morning, and he's ready to go. So, we're still going to keep a close eye on him. We're going to dress 3 goalies today for that reason, just in case we got to yank him. Obviously, his health and especially his brain is priority number 1.
Yep.
So, we'll keep a close eye on him, but we'll give him a go and see what happens.
So, Hare to start?
Hare to start.
All right, Coach. Good luck tonight. Hopefully, we come out with another 2 points and pull within 1 point at ISU, the Maca Gold.
Great, thanks.
Well, that's the interview I had with NIU D2 head coach Chuck Rinaldo today, and I like how he said that they weren't pressing last night. They created their own opportunities. They created their own bounces. The top 3 lines really played well with Gorzica's line with Maher and Joush did not play very much in that
Yeah.
game last night, but you really didn't need them when all your top three lines were rolling like they did.
Well, yeah, usually you see Coach Chuck Ronaldo. He goes usually with 4 lines all the time. He's kind of like Coach Q. He likes going with 4 lines just regularly. But last night, like you said, he really didn't need that 4th line with his first line being back to top form with Rosinski and Leon and Boris, your 3 top scorers. And then you got a good line in Sukel, Greenberg, and and
Sukel, Greenberg, and Bach.
Yeah, Sukel, Greenberg, and Bach, and then your third line with Brian Pounds, Nedzila, and who's the third?
Joush.
Yeah, Joush should be your center. So yeah, I mean those 3 lines were playing great, and you got to hope that they play great again tonight, and you got to hope that your defense stays up to par tonight as well, because they had a pretty good night last night. And I know they let a lot of shots in, but they still did pretty good in the penalty kill, and they stopped them when they needed to.
And you talk about how good the defense was last night. Hickey and Pickett tallied for 6 points on the defense, 3 goals and 3 assists. So Hickey had a goal and 3. Pickett had 2 goals and 0 assists. So
yep.
The defense was up on the play, and they created opportunities, and Hare made 44-46. You chased Cranky after 7 shots. You scored 3 goals on him. Bring Zarnik in. And like Coach said, they had a unique relationship with Scotty, because he was a roommate with Hickey at ISU, and he played on the All-Star game with Hare and Hansen and Leon and those guys. So they know each other really well. They know each other's tendencies, but you have to give credit to Zarnik coming in. He made some huge saves, especially on Rosinski a couple times there.
Yeah, I mean, really just a good night by all their top stars. I mean, you got Grandpa Pickett back in the scoring sheet. You got to hope that Baca is going to get back in the scoring sheet tonight, because he's been out of the scoring sheet for a couple weeks now. So you got to hope that some of your stars get back. But really just a good night last night all around, and we really needed that win, because we were kind of slumping in the last couple weeks, and we really needed that big win against a good team.
Well, let's go over your 3 keys of the game here, Duffy, as both teams are about ready to get announced here for the starting lineups. Go ahead, give the fans your 3 keys to a Huskies victory.
Well, I think my first key's got to be special teams. It's got to be the power play and penalty kill, having another good night tonight. If they can do that, I think they can win this game. Number 2 is you got to hope that Hare can stay in the whole game and play another great game tonight, because if he can, I think we get a win out of that as well. So if Hare can stay in and play the full game and have a good game, then I expect them to win. And my third key is they got to win in the face-off dot, because the face-offs are always the most important thing. And if you can win the face-offs against a good team like this, I think that would help out a lot. So those have got to be my 3 keys tonight. Let's hope that they can be as good as they were last night.
So the starting lineup right now for the Northern Illinois Huskies, you have Joe Boris, Nick Leon, Justin Rosinski. First line out there for Chuck Ronaldo. On the defense for Raporto, it'll be Hickey and Stetzinger, with Alex Hare in goal for the Huskies. We know for sure the starting goaltender for ISU is going to be Scott Zarnik. Again, a really solid goaltender, made the All-Star team last year for this Redbirds team. And what do you think they have to do to get to Zarnik here early, like they kind of did against Cranky?
Well, basically what they did against Cranky is just, like Coach said, kind of just went back to the little things. It didn't try to make the difficult passes. It just really went into the zone and just got shots on goal and tried to get people to the front of the net and into the slot, and that's exactly what they did. And so that's what I really liked about Coach's interview there, and that's what you got to do against Zarnik here. Just keep it simple, get some shots on goal, get some people in the slot, and try to get to them early.
As Hickey is being announced here, Stetz is going to be next on the defense, and last night it was Hickey and Schwartz starting on the blue line for assistant coach Raporto, but Stetz played a really good game last night.
Even though he didn't have any points, Stetz did have a really good game. You saw him get the puck up the ice very well, and he had a lot of speed last night. I remember he had an injury a couple weeks ago, so it's good that he's back and healthy.
And Alex Hare is going to be the starter here for Northern Illinois, as just about ready for the ISU starting lineups. I'm guessing it'll probably be almost like last night. Last night you had Webb, Luca, Swiderski, Gatto, Carbone. And I would not be surprised if that's the same lineup you get tonight. So Trent Webb is going to be the first defenseman here for ISU. And it's going to be Chris Vandenberg going to be his defensive partner. I see Ambersad out there. So Ambersad's going to be the number 1 forward there. Going to be 78, James Reimel.
Number 18, he is the captain of the ISU team, so he's been kind of their star of this year.
Reimel is a goal scorer. And it's going to be Parker Johnson, the other forward for ISU.
And you saw Parker Johnson, he has a lot of speed. He got into that offense zone very quick, almost like a Justin Rosinski for us. He has a lot of speed for ISU, and you got to watch out for his speed tonight.
Time for the national anthem. We'll have the anthem, puck drop, and we'll be underway here at the U.S. Cellular Coliseum as the Huskies are taking on the Illinois State University Redbirds. So just about ready. Here's the starting lineups again for the Huskies. It's going to be Hickey and Stetz on defense. First line, Boris, Rosinski, and Leon with Hare and net. For ISU, it's going to be Ambersat, Reimel, and Johnson on the forward core there. Vandenberg and Trent Webb on defense with Scott Zarnick getting the start for Illinois State University. Again, welcome again into the U.S. Cellular Coliseum here in Bloomington, Illinois. Dan Sanchez, Stephen Duffy, I'm Marcus Grosnick. Glad you could join us today for this Maca Gold Conference matchup. If the Huskies win today, they pull within 1 point of Illinois State in the conference, and they will play each other next Sunday night at the Robert Morris University Showcase. So if they can get a win here and get a win next week, they will leapfrog them and go into the lead.
And again, if you missed last night's game, they won 6-2, a big win for them last night. Really good on special teams. Got to hope that stands tonight. And this first line was their big line from last night. Boris, Rosinski, and Leon back to form with Rosinski back in that line.
And we're underway. Hickey has the puck, dumps it in just to the neutral ice. Rosinski controls there, and he gets it in. Trent Webb controls. Left face-off circle. Gets it out through center ice. There's James Reimel, and he dumps it in front of Alex Hare where Hickey can corral the puck. Now for Rosinski, for Leon, and Boris tips it in to avoid the icing call. Back to control is Chris Vandenberg. He swings it around, but Rosinski intercepts his pass. Here's Boris behind the net now. Centering pass, where is it? And Zarnick's down to make a save as Rosinski was cruising right in front of the blue paint. He covers up the puck. 19:28 just underway here in period one.
Yeah, and you saw last night Zarnick had a very good night last night. He came in for David Krinke, and David Krinke let in 3 goals out of 7 shots. And Zarnick came in, and he really had a nice game. He had, I think, 35 shots on him, 33.
Yep.
And he stopped most of them. We only got 3 goals on him. So
and you talk about how good that first line was last night. They had a combined 7 points in that game.
Yeah, that line is back to form with Rosinski back.
Here's Rosala as Zarnick gives it over for Rosala. Now here's Nick Remley near side half boards, dumps it down for Tyler Sukel. He swings it around behind Zarnick where Greenberg is there to retrieve. Now Remley has it. Centering pass picked off there by Rosala. Rosala has it behind Zarnick. Now he comes out to the right face-off circle. Out through center ice finds Tim Talty, who took a slash from LJ last night. It looks like he's okay, but he got tossed from the game. LJ got a 5-minute major. It's kind of curious to see if LJ was going to play, to see if anybody would take a run at him, but LJ is a healthy scratch for Perillo for the third goaltender. Now Bach controls for Schwartz. He loses the puck, now pounds. Here's Bach 2-on-1 with Nedzila. Bach takes a shot and it's blocked out in front nicely by Luca. He had Nedzila up on his wing. Here's a centering attempt, but it's picked off there by Masidi. Masidi comes out through center ice, now into the Husky zone to 3-on-1. Here's a centering pass, and Talty was just in front of it. And Bach comes out with it to center ice. Now taken by Luca. Or excuse me, that's Masidi. And he gets taken off the puck. Now controlled by Kurak. Kurak gets taken in, down, but no penalty, and the net comes off its moorings as Schwartz gave him a little tap. 18:02 left in the frame. No score here early on at the U.S. Cellular Coliseum.
And you saw ISU have a 2-on-1 there, mostly because Brian Pickett tried to pinch there, tried to get another goal like he had 2 goals last night. He's looking for more offense here, it looks like, this weekend. So he ended up pinching, so they ended up getting a 2-on-1. Nice job by Brian Pounds getting back and forechecking there, because if he doesn't get that back, that might be a nice...
It's a nice little 3-on-1.
That could be a goal right there.
And face-off won by ISU, but last night the Huskies did a really good job in the face-off dot. I don't think Rosinski had to have been at least an 80% face-off winner last night.
Yeah, Rosinski was probably the one good one last night.
Here's a short side save made by Hare. Here's that third line with Gorsica, Jausch, and Maher out on the ice.
Yeah, we did not see them a lot last night. We'll see if we see them a little bit more this night.
And it comes out through center ice. Stetz is there, and he dumps it back into the neutral ice. Jausch takes a hit, or gives a hit. And it's kind of back and forth now through the neutral ice. Now taken there by Swiderski, and he sends it just wide of the glove side of Alex Hare. Now far side half board, Swiderski has it. Stetz bothers him there. And Rosinski flies in and takes the puck away. Maher up off the boards and gets it out of the Husky zone. Illinois State has to regroup. Rosenberg takes a hit from Rosinski. Hickey, cross ice for Stetz. Stetz for Boris, now for Leon. Looking to chip it to Rosinski, but Boris picks up the puck there. Now far side half boards. He gets taken off the puck there by Leach. Now to the point. Here's Roncoletto with a slapper. Here's a shot and a save by Zarnik as Rosinski was looking for a tip out in front, but he came out to challenge. He makes the save. 16:49 left in the frame. 0-0. Early on in the first period.
And you saw Coletta there. It looked like he was just trying to get it to the front of net to the Rosinski, like what they did last night in that power play when Rosinski was being very patient with Zarnak and got a goal on him. So almost got there one there, but Zarnak ended up going down early and stopped it.
Rosinski now for Leon. Leon takes a short side shot there, and it goes over the glove and back out through center ice. Troy Herlin out for Coletta. Coletta dances with the puck, and he's going to chip it into the far side corner boards. Leon up on the forecheck. He's battling there with Trent Webb. Leon wins the puck from Webb. Leon centering pass, but it's now controlled by Josh Ambersad. Here comes Ambersad out through center ice, now into the Husky zone, far side half boards. Nice stick there by Herlin to take the puck away. Now it's taken there by Reimel. Reimel out to the point. Leach with a shot, and it gets blocked. Here comes Nick Leon. He's got a breakaway from the blue line in. He's going to shoot. Pad save made by Zarnik. He did a little toe drag there. Now Rosinski. Here's Schwartz with a slapper, and he fans on it. And Leon had a grade A opportunity, but he kind of went back door, and Zarnik was down to make the pad save. Now Boris swings it in. Parker Johnson takes it, and he's going to come out through the neutral ice. Now into the Husky zone. It's a 3-on-2 or 2-on-3. He's going to get it. Shoot, scores. Good rush there by Parker Johnson. And he gets the goal through the 5-hole of Alex Hare, and the Huskies now trail 1-0, just about 5 minutes through period number 1.
Yeah, and you saw, I was saying at the beginning of the game, you got to watch out for Parker Johnson because he has a lot of speed. He can get into that zone very fast, and you saw it right there, getting by the defenseman very easily. A little bit too easily there, I think, on Kevin Schwartz. And again, it right under the legs of Alex Hare. Alex Hare probably should have made that save, but tough save. Both defensemen didn't really stop him very well, but got to watch out for Parker Johnson tonight.
So at 4:24, the Huskies give up a goal to Parker Johnson, and they trail for the first time in this series. So Parker Johnson's going to get the goal. And Ambersat's going to get the primary assist. Puck now far side faceoff circle, taken now by Gazzola. Gazzola gets in the zone. Big hit there by Hickey. Takes his man off the puck nicely. Now Talty has it near side corner boards. Remley and Stetz are there. And the puck finds its way out through center ice back into the Redbird zone. And it's not going to go far enough for icing. Greenberg trying to keep it in, but Talty has it now for Connor Anderson. Anderson, cross ice pass for Kernbauer with a shot and a pad save there made by Hare. Here's Hickey now waiting for a lane to open up. And Sukel's going to get it deep and go off for a change. Greenberg in on the forecheck, battling there with Luca. And Talty controls. Talty spinorama move out through center ice. And a good stick there by Hurlin to break up the rush. Here comes Luca into the offensive zone. He's a 3-on-4, and Hare makes a save and catches it in his glove. 14:24 left in the frame, 1-0 Illinois State.
Yeah, and you mentioned Troy Hickey made a huge hit there in just in that last shift. I mean, really, he had a lot of hits last night. He's been kind of our enforcer in this weekend. We always said he's not very big, but he's very tall and long, and so he always gets those kind of big hits, and he's very good at taking those big hits as well.
As Luca's shot goes up over the crossbar of Alex Hare, and where's the puck? It's behind Nadzila. And it finds its way out to center ice. Bach trying to take it there. Now finds Brian Pounds. Pounds in the offensive zone. He's going to take a shot on Zarnik, and he steers it into the far side corner boards. Here's Coletta, and that's going to go into the stands. Whistle stops play. 13:56 left in the frame. 1-0 Huskies, and it's not like they haven't had any opportunities here early on in the first, but Zarnik has been up to the task.
Yeah, I mean, Zarnik, like we said, he had a good night last night. We expect him to get the start tonight, which he has, and he stopped all 4 good shots, and they've been all pretty good chances, too. They've all been right in slot, and just Zarnik's been very good at keeping us off the scoreboard.
So the puck is around Zarnik, now taken there by Swiderski. Swiderski gives it over for Carbone, excuse me. No icing called as that puck gets dumped in behind Zarnik. And it's off Joush's skates where Rosenberg can control. Far side now for Luca. Luca gives it over for Gatto. Gatto now back for Rosenberg, excuse me. And it's taken out by the Redbirds out through center ice, controlled by Vinny Carbone. Carbone back pass for Gatto, but his pass is picked off nicely by Brandon Maher. This is the most we've seen this fourth line in the 64-plus minutes that we've played already this weekend. I think they only had maybe 2 or 3 shifts in the whole game last night.
Yeah, I mean, they really only had like 3 shifts in probably 3 periods. So
the short side save by Harry, gave up a rebound, but cleared nicely by Leon. Here comes Justin Rosinski, 1-on-1 there with Reimel. Rosinski gets through. Zarnik's going to check it away to not allow Leon to get a shot off on him. Into the offensive zone now comes Nick Leon. Had to wait for Rosinski to change up. Here's a shot, and it goes just past the glove side of Zarnik. And out comes the Illinois State Redbirds. He got it now as Parker Johnson. Johnson looking for his options. He gets taken off by Schwartz, but regains possession of the puck. Here's a short shot from behind the net that Hare had to be careful with. Now big Kevin Schwartz has it. And Leon's going to tip it out into the Redbird zone.
And you see right now Kevin Schwartz and Stetz are out there right now.
As Boris, nice job on the forecheck, almost got a shot off. Zarnik had to be really careful with that puck as he took it away from Webb. Now the whistle blows, 12:21 left in the frame, 1-0 Illinois State.
But yeah, you saw Kevin Schwartz and Stetz out there. I'm not sure if the coach is trying to kind of switch up the defensive lines a little bit and make sure that they kind of stay fresh. But now you see Hickey back out there with Stats. I'm not sure if you're going to see a little bit changing like Coach Q always does with the Blackhawks.
And that's going to be offsides, but the Huskies tag up. Here's Parker Johnson taken away by Greenberg. Greenberg, nice little spin move there to get away from his man. Stetz keeps it in. Here's Nick Remley out in the front of the slot, but Rosala's there to take it away from him. That pass escapes Reimel's stick. And Hare has to come out and play it. Now Nick Remley, the captain of the team, comes out through center ice, and he's going to send it into the far side half boards. And Greenberg's there to retrieve. Here's the centering pass, trying to bank it off of Zarnik. And he makes a save, and now we got a scrum to the right with Remley and Sukel in there. Now Greenberg grabs a man. And it is a lot of pushing and shoving now, the big dog pile.
Yeah, you saw ISU wasn't too kindly at us slapping at the sticks of Zarnik, so. But then Greenberg.
You saw Greenberg get right in there and grab a man off of Remley.
Yeah. And you don't really expect that again from Greenberg, but he can be kind of a tough guy for you if you really wanted to.
And I think there is going to be a couple penalties here. But it just seems like tonight, much different than last night, that Illinois State has been doing a good job of, using their speed through the neutral ice.
Yeah, I mean, they really have been, because last night, they tried to use their speed, but we did a very good job of taking them off their speed into the neutral zone. But tonight they've been trying to get a little bit faster than the zone, which they did, and Parker Johnson ended up getting a goal out of it. But let's hope that we do a little bit better knocking them off the puck at the blue line. Don't let them get into the zone so quickly so they can set up their offense.
So double minors here to Parker Johnson and Nick Remley. Definitely 2 roughing calls.
Yeah, and
actually, there's going to be a power play. I think Remley's going to get the extra. No, there's 5 now. So it'll be 5-on-5. So two double minors there. Remley's is a 2-minute.
Yeah, it's going to be a 4-on-4 right now.
Should be 4-on-4. Right now, ISU's got 5 guys out on the ice.
Yeah.
Still waiting to see what the Redbird penalty was there to Johnson.
And you see the coaches for NIU are trying to figure out why there's 5 out for ISU.
And there goes Joush. And Joush is, they got it. Okay, so double minor to Remley. Joush is going to serve this one.
Okay, so yeah, now it is 5-on-4 for ISU. So this is going to be the big part of the game. You got to stop on them on the penalty kill. This is one of my key special teams right here.
So Hickey's going to clear the puck all the way down the ice. So I think a bench minor. Joush is going to serve that one. Remley's got his own. And then Parker Johnson had one. So the Huskies are going to on the penalty kill. And I believe they only gave up 1 power play goal last night.
Yep.
So the penalty kill has been doing very well as of late. Connor Anderson sends it in far side corner board. Schwartz now to the right of Hare. Battles in behind with Carter Kernbauer. Now Talty has it. Talty break there by Greenberg. And here's Sukel trying to find Greenberg, and he almost sprung him if he had a little bit on it. Now Hickey gets in the offensive zone, and his pass is taken away, or shot taken away by Justin Swiderski, or Jordan Swiderski. He comes in, sends it in around behind here, trying to stop it, but evades him. Now Rizala has it. Rizala out in front of here, centering it, and it's cleared to the point, but not out. ISU keeps it in. 57 left on the power play. Here's a centering shot. It's blocked out nicely by Nadzila, and Rosinski comes out with it. Here comes Rosinski. He's got a breakaway in on Zarnik. Fake shoots, and it just goes to the wide side of Zarnik. Rosinski had him down and out looking to roof it, and the whistle blows as the ref lost sight of the puck, but good block out in front by Neds leads to a breakaway for Rosinski.
Again, Zarnik very good there. Rosinski's one of the better stick handlers, like a Patrick Kane type, and he can usually get a goalie down and get that puck up, but he just couldn't quite get the puck up quite enough to get it over Zarnik's pad there. But really good breakaway there by Rosinski.
As the Huskies win a face-off and they control. Now behind Zarnik is Josh Ambersat, the captain. He leaves it now for 67. That's Leach. Now Ambersat has it, but it's poked away to neutral ice there by Troy Hurlin. 20 left on the power play for ISU. 10 minutes left here in period number 1. Here's Ron Coletta. Now behind the net setting up is Trent Webb. Here's a centering pass and a good save there made by Hare. Here comes Neds and Boris. Boris feeds Nedzila. He gets in, but taken off the puck there by Jordan Leach. Leach has it now, given over for Rosenberg. And now Gatto has it. Gatto into the offense zone, loses an edge and gets taken off by Coletta. Here's Neds, and both teams are at full strength as Joush is out of the box. Here's a centering attempt as there's a Redbird down on the ice, and Hare has to make a save, and he steers to the far side boards in front of the Huskies bench. Dumped back in now by Trent Webb, controlled now by Reimel. For Ambersat, now back for Reimel. Reimel spins, loses the puck. Now Greenberg controls as Neds is looking for a change. Greenberg comes out through center ice over the Thunder logo. Here's a shot, and it just goes wide on Zarnik. Joush is there to control. He keeps it in. Now for Greenberg to the right. And Sukel takes his man off the puck. That was Masidi. And now Trent Webb is in the far side corner boards with Greenberg, Masidi, and Joush all battling for the puck. Sukel has it taken away from him, now taken by Rizala. Rizala out through center ice, gives it for Leach. Leach in the offensive zone, taken by Colarosi. And it's Pickett behind the net. And Hare's got to be careful, and he's going to make the save, put the glove on it. 8:33 left in period 1. Huskies trail 1-0 on Parker Johnson's goal, assisted by Josh Ambersat at 4:24.
And I think the reason that you see Josh out there so much is because I think the coach wants to get a little bit size out there, try to knock ISU off the puck a little bit more, and make them a little intimidation factor, like we always say with Josh, because he's a very big guy. And I think he wants to do that. He try to get some hits on this ISU team to try to scare them a little bit.
This is kind of interesting. They actually have almost like a TV timeout here at the U.S. Cellular Coliseum.
Yeah, NIU doesn't know what.
They're like, what's a TV timeout? We've never done this before. But I think right now ISU is just using their speed. I mean, they're rough on the forecheck. They get the puck. They're out through center ice with 2 passes, and they're getting odd angle shots on Hare. He's been good so far.
I mean, right now the shots on goal are 7-6. So I mean, right now we're winning in the shots on goal. Just Zarnik is having a really good night so far in this first 12 minutes of the game. I mean, we've had a couple breakaways, a couple 2-on-1s, and he's just stopped them all. So he's really had a good night off all these breakaways that we've had on him.
And I think you have to say that right now NIU has had the more grade A opportunities than ISU. ISU's getting the more garbage goal kind of opportunities more so than Northern.
And you see the first line back out there with Leon, Rosinski, and Boris, probably the best line for NIU with Hickey and Stetz.
As Carbone wins the faceoff, here comes a shot, and it just goes wide glove side of Alex Hare. Now controlled by Stetz, and he's going to get it out through center ice as Rosinski gets taken out at the knees. And he's slow to get up, but he's skating it off, and he's looks okay to me. Centering pass there, now Leon has it. Hare gets taken down. And there's going to be a penalty coming up to Northern Illinois. I think Hickey's going to get a call. Here's a centering attempt, and Boris is going to touch it. And it's going to be a cross check to Troy Hickey. I don't think he liked what a Redbird was doing to Alex Hare.
Yeah, and you saw that because Alex Hare, like we said, he might have had a concussion last night. Concussion-like symptoms last night. So the NIU players do not like when the ISU players get too close to Alex Hare because you don't want Alex Hare to get too bad tonight. And you want him to play the full game because last night, like we said, he had a great night last night, and he's hopefully gonna have another good night tonight. So far, he's doing pretty decent, only allowing 1 goal on 6 shots.
So the Redbirds are already 0 for 1 on the power play tonight. It's going to be Schwartz, Sukel, Herlin, and Greenberg. And the Huskies win the faceoff. Greenberg's going to control, and he's going to get out to Sukel. And he's going to flip it into the right of Zarnik. In on a forecheck is Sukel. But the Redbirds have 3 men back. Out through center ice comes Parker Johnson, but Schwartz is there to break up the play at the blue line. They have to regroup. Here's Josh Ambersat. Ambersat for Johnson. Now Johnson far side for Ambersat again. They play a little give and go. Now Reimel's in on the play. Reimel battles with Herlin. Now Parker Johnson has it. Ambersat sends it in around behind Alex Hare, where it's controlled by Reimel. Reimel skates with it. Now around to the right of Hare, and he's trying to go top shelf. Where is it? It's out in front of Hare. And it goes to the far side corner. Here's Reimel now, gives it over for Leach. Leach waits for it. He's going to dump it into the far near side corner boards where Schwartz can control. He takes his man Webb off the puck. Now Reimel has it. Here's Reimel for Johnson, looking for Webb out in front, but the pass just misses him. So Johnson controls now to the point for Ambersat. Ambersat with a shot, gets blocked. It goes right to Hare. But he makes the save. Greenberg in now on Johnson. And the Huskies really reeling. 39 seconds left, and they've only been out of the zone for 10 seconds of this power play.
Yeah, this penalty kill is getting very tired.
And they get a break, and it goes off the glove of Josh Ambersat. And the Huskies catch a break, and ISU has to regroup. 25 left on the power play, 6:26 left in the first period. As Reimel's around, short side shot, big save by Hare! Hare dove and made the save, and it comes back out to Tim Talty. Talty with a shot, and it gets deflected out wide. Hare's got to come down and make the save. He does. Wow, what a save by Alex Hare, going post-to-post Superman style. 6:10 left in the period.
Now, I thought it looks like maybe Herlin got a stick on that. I might be wrong, but maybe you're right. Alex Hare might have got the save. But, I mean, really just Alex Hare wanted to freeze the puck there because Herlin and Schwartz were out there for a solid minute and a half. So they were getting very tired out there. They needed to get a change.
So It's Connor Anderson in the faceoff circle. He loses it, and the Huskies are going to kill off their second power penalty kill. And ISU is 0 for 2. Swiderski has it around behind Zarnik. Now he gives it for Anderson, back for Swiderski. And the puck is going to find Reimel. Here's Rosala now for Talty. Talty has it. Now he swings it around for Kernbauer. Back for Talty. They play catch in the near side half boards. Pickett trying to take Talty off the puck. There's a man free. That's Rosala. Now comes Connor Anderson into the high slot. And it jumps up into the air near side half boards. Pounce trying to clear, and that's going to be offsides as Bach gives a big hit there. Bach's got to be careful. Don't take a penalty here. Coletta's going to come in there. And that's like last night when we talked with Coach Ronaldo after the game. That's what Bach does. He kind of agitates you and tries to take a penalty.
Yeah, I mean, and you see there that Bach is going to get a penalty. So is 92 Steve Rosala, yep. Rosala, yeah. And Bach is like, what did I do? But he hit after the whistle. And usually refs do not like seeing that that kind of hit after a whistle like that.
So at 14:25, we should have another 4-on-4 hockey for 2 minutes. As Rosala and Bach go to the bench, and Bach's still wondering, what did I do?
But yeah, I mean, so far a lot of penalties in this first period. You can't be taking dumb penalties like that. I mean, I understand that Bach is kind of an agitator. He likes kind of giving out the big hits, but he can't make that kind of hit after a whistle because the refs are going to call you that on you every time.
And so far, the Huskies have four penalties, and ISU has 2. So 6 penalties altogether. We're going to have 4-on-4 hockey here for 2 minutes at the Coliseum. Rosinski, Stetz, Leon, and Hickey on the ice. And it's going to be Johnson in the face-off circle going against Rosinski. Yeah, and refs waiting for the time to get up on the clock, and they do. Rosinski wins it, and he has a stick taken away from him, and the puck gets dumped in near side half board. Stetz now backhand pass for Hickey. He dances in the right face-off circle in the Husky zone. Now it's taken there by Rosenberg. Rosenberg into the zone, takes a shot, and it just goes wide. Hare has to be careful with that one. Ambersad down for Johnson. Now Ambersad has it, far side half boards. Hickey trying to chop at it. He gets it. Rosinski trying to find Leon, but it's just in front of him. Now Luca has it. He dumps it in behind Hare. Settles it down for Stetz. Stetzinger for Rosinski, and up on the play there was Rosenberg. Now Leon has it one-on-one with Luca. Leon trying to get a shot off. He's going to curl off and look for a centering pass. Rosinski scores! Justin Rosinski capitalizes on a good play by Leon. And what a tip in front by Justin Rosinski. And just like that, we're tied at 1.
What a great tip. I mean, those are your 2 top players, your 2 top transfers from Arizona State and from Robert Morris. I mean, those 2 have really just been the stars of this team. And you saw it right there on the penalty kill. They do everything. They're on the power play, penalty kill, and Leon ends up getting in the zone very easily. Just passes it to the front, and Rosinski just a great tip in right over the blocker side of Zarnik there. So just a great goal by NIU.
And he did a good job. He just did a flyby.
Yeah, he really.
Leon just sent the puck to the net, and Rosinski did a flyby, and he got a stick on it.
That's exactly what you need to do against Zarnik, it seems, because Zarnik's just having a great night. You got to get tips in, garbage goals, some shots on goal just to get him out of his comfort zone.
So that's Nick Leon's 4th point of the weekend, 2nd assist, and Rosinski's 3rd goal, point of the weekend and 2nd goal against ISU. So that 3rd line now has 9 points combined.
The first line, yeah.
The first line has 9 points combined here early in this in the weekend series.
Good post check there by Alex Hare by keeping the puck out of the blue paint.
Here's Joe Boris out through center ice. That's going to be icing again, as he's looking for either Greenberg or Herlin to tip that one into the zone. 4:05 left. 41 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Huskies get a late goal here to tie it up on good passing play by Leon for Rosinski.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, I said that they were on the penalty kill. They're actually on the 4-on-4, so.
Here's a shot, and it just goes wide as Hare as Anderson missed a point-blank opportunity off a face-off win. Here's Coletta now battling with Anderson. Now Greenberg has it, swings it around for Boris. Forced back for Greenberg, but misses him. Now Coletta has it. Anderson has it, alternate captain. He circles to the top point. Here comes a shot into the glove of Alex Hare. He steers it wide, should have covered it up. And he gets away with one there. Now battling in is Hurlin and Talty, and it comes out to the point. Here's Chris Vandenberg. Vandenberg back for Anderson. Here's a shot coming wide off Anderson's stick. Both teams at full strength with 3:19 left in the game in first period. Greenberg back to retrieve, battling now with Gatto. And Gatto's going to gain possession, but Greenberg takes it. And that's not Talty, that is Gonzalo, has it. Out through center ice, and the Redbirds dump it in for Hare. Hare's going to settle it down, play it for Justin Rosinski, the goal scorer here in period 1. Now for Leon, Pickett's up on the rush. Leon has it, back for Rosinski, shoots, and it gets tipped out in front by Bach, and it goes up off the crossbar, or over the crossbar off the glass. Out comes Swiderski. Swiderski has it, backhand pass, but Rosinski's there to break it up. Rosinski took it away from Swiderski, and it's knocked down with a high stick, but no whistle called. 2:30 left in the first period. Leon battles at center ice, and ISU's Swiderski comes out with it. Swiderski near side half boards. Brian Pickett has it, and he sends it all the way around. Looking for Sukel as that one pops up into the Huskies bench over Nick Bonin's head. 2:16 left in period 1. 1-1 the score. Shots in favor of the Huskies, 7-6, but I don't think that's right.
Yeah, I don't think they've done shots on goal for about 8 minutes.
Yeah, 8-9 minutes.
I mean, pretty much, yeah, for about half the game they have been doing it, for half the period. But I think I would say about 15, 16 shots from the Huskies and about probably, I would say 16 shots from ISU.
As Remley dumps it in behind Zarnik, he has it there. There's Sukel looking for a chance, but the puck gets stuck on the side of the net, and then he gets taken down. Now Remley has it, now for Sukel. Here's Remley out in front. Greenberg looking for a shot, but it jumps over his stick. Here out comes Colasari. Kellerosi, that one goes up over the shoulder pads of Alex Hare. Now Sukel has it, and he's going to get it in, and that's going to be offsides, but ISU's going to touch up. 1:35 left in the first. Huskies and Redbirds tied at a goal apiece. Greenberg's going to get a stick on it, and Nadzila's in on the rush. He takes it away from the Redbird player. Took it away from Leach. Nadzila center pass. That one goes up over the crossbar of Rob Bach. Now Stetz has it. Stetz looking for a pass. He's trying to go down low for Neds. And there's a whistle blows. And I'm not sure what it was. It might have been knocked down with a high stick.
Yeah, I think so. And, I mean, you really seen Leon and Rosinski tonight. Again, they got another point. They had 4, like you said, I think 5 points out of that line last night. It even looks like they're faster tonight. So, really, those two have just been unbelievable.
There's a shot by He scores! Big Rob Bach finally gets on the score sheet as Zarnik gave up a rebound, and the Huskies late get the lead 2-1.
And exactly what I said in the beginning of the game. What we needed Bach to do is we needed him to get in the score sheet for NIU, and exactly what he did right there. Just stayed in the front of the net, got that tip-in goal, that garbage goal that you like to see out of NIU, and just like you said, Zarnik gave up a rebound. Can't give up those hard rebounds, and exactly what he did, and Bach just capitalized on Zarnik's mistake.
It almost looked like it went in and out of the glove of Zarnik.
Yeah.
Like he tried to catch it, and it went off the outside of his trapper.
Yep.
And there's going to be a delayed penalty coming up against the Huskies as Hare makes the save. Zarnik out for the extra attacker. So 1 minute left in the period, and the Huskies are going to go back on the penalty kill to finish off period number 1.
Now it looks like they got the shots on goal, right? Maybe I was wrong.
Yeah.
It's up to 12-11 right now, the Redbirds. But yeah, it's so far shots on goal, 12-11. Not too bad. With all the penalties that we've taken and on the penalty kill that we've been on, it's not too bad, only allowing 12 shots on goal. So far doing very good tonight on the penalty kill and 5-on-5.
So Leon goes off for hooking. This will be the third power play for the Redbirds. And they set up. Here's Connor Anderson looking down low. That gets tipped out in front. But a good save there made by Alex Hare, and Hickey's going to clear it through the skates of Jordan Swiderski.
And Hickey might have just saved the goal there because they had a hard rebound off the boards, and Hickey ended up forechecking his guy to make sure he didn't get a stick on the puck.
Here's Connor Anderson out through center ice. He gets into the offensive zone, escapes a check. And Rosinski's there to break up the pass, and he's going to clear it down. 19 left in the frame. 1:20 left on the power play. Huskies are going to start period number 2 on the penalty kill with 10 seconds left here in the first period. Here's Greenberg battling. Now Remley takes it, has an opportunity to take one more shot. Pad save there made by Zarnik. Remley gets it back to the point. Hurling one last shot. It's going to go up off the glass. Whistle blows. Huskies are going to end period number 1 up 2-1 with 2 late goals by Justin Rosinski and Big Rob Bach.
Yeah, really just a good job in that second half, killing off all the power plays, doing a really good job of the 5-on-5. And so far, the special teams has been great with the penalty kill. I think ISU has had 5 power plays so far, and we've killed off all 5. So really a good job by their penalty kill. And that's exactly why we're up 2-1 right now. And also Alex Hare having a good night again.
Well, coming up in the first intermission report, we'll break down period 1. Look forward to period 2. College football is going on, so Steven will have those scores for you. I will look at the NHL scoreboard for later tonight. I know the Hawks are in Dallas. So, after 20 minutes of play here at the U.S. Cellular Coliseum, Huskies up 2-1. You're listening to Huskies Hockey on the NIU Huskies Hockey Radio Network.
It's Thursday night, and you're grabbing drinks with some friends. Started off with a pitcher for the table, which quickly becomes 2. There's pool. And there's the photo booth.
All right, everybody squeeze in. Say cheese!
Followed naturally by an order of wings. And another.
Can we get some extra ranch sauce?
Then there's the ceremonial nightcap.
So what are we doing this weekend?
And lastly, it's back to the car, which, if you're buzzed, could be the most expensive night of your life. Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Over here at jamsonair.com, we play anything and everything. You might hear... Or how about this tasty track? I want to get you in the back seat, windows up, that's the way you like it. We have them all. Lollipop, 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 lollipop. Well, maybe not that. Jamsonair.com. Radio when you want it.
We know balancing family, friends, work, and free time keeps you busy. We want to help you start your day off right. Whether you're visiting for business or for pleasure, you'll always get a clean and fresh Hampton bed. Free high-speed internet access, free hot breakfast served daily with fresh baked waffles and hearty oatmeal with toppings, friendly, helpful service, and much more. For one rate, guaranteed. If you're not satisfied, we don't expect you to pay. That's our commitment and your guarantee. That's 100% Hampton. Go to HamptonInn.com to find the nearest location. Hampton Inn & Suites, the official hotel.
Hey, Billy.
Yeah?
Do you want to go to the state fair?
Yeah.
Do you want to ride the roller coaster?
Yeah.
The big one?
Yeah.
The one with the reverse flip?
Yeah!
Well, you can't.
Huh?
Well, you see, Billy, when you throw away money on wasted electricity, you throw away everything you could have done with it, including going to the state fair.
Oh, man.
Cheer up. This year, your parents will make it right. They're going to visit EnergySavers.gov, where they'll get tips on how to save energy and money. Then they'll add extra insulation and get a few of those Energy Star appliances. They could save hundreds of dollars a year. And you know what, Billy?
What?
They'll take you to the state fair next year.
But I want to go this year.
I know you do, Billy. I know you do. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Energy and the Ad Council.
Have you always wanted to be on radio or television? Don't lie to yourself, of course you have. That means that you need to come to the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. At ICB, you'll learn everything you need to know. Hands-on training in audio programming, video editing, and much, much more. Financial assistance is available for those who qualify, so you've got no excuse. Go online to beonair.com or call 630-916-1700 for more information. The Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where your career begins.
Green light. Hey girl. School zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah. Street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You're listening to NIU Huskies Hockey. Now let's send it back to Stephen and Marcus for more NIU hockey.
And we're back here at the U.S. Cellular Coliseum as the Huskies are up 2-1 after 20 minutes of play. Justin Rosinski and Rob Bach getting the goals for the Huskies. And a good first period for both teams. ISU got on the board first at 4:24 off a Parker Johnson goal assist to Josh Ambersat. And it wouldn't be till the 15:25 mark when Justin Rosinski would absolutely tip one of the greatest goals I've seen yet this year. He flew right by Zarnik, got a tip off the Leon shot, and he gets the goal. And then Hickey takes a shot at 18:52, goes in and out of the glove of Zarnik. And Rob Bach is there to pick up the goal and give the Huskies a 2-1 lead. Duffy, let's go over your keys to the game. Tell the people what they were and how you think they did in that first period.
Well, again, in the first period, my keys to the game, my number one was special teams. So far, their special teams has done very well. I think they've killed off every power play that ISU's had. I think 4 or 5 so far, and they've killed off every one. And then my second key is you got to hope that Hare can stay in the whole night with the concussion-like symptoms last night. You knew that he was going to be maybe a little bit slow tonight, but he's having another good night tonight, only allowing 1 goal. It looks like on 12 shots a goal. I'm not sure if that's right or not. I'm not sure if I agree with that, but it looks like a 12 shots on goal, only allowing 1. And so far he's had a good night. And then face-offs, so far it's 8-6 in the face-off dot, so we're winning in the face-off dot, so that's another good thing to have. Winning that, and mostly because Justin Rosinski, he's been our best face-off guy all year. I don't really see him lose a lot. He usually gets about 65-70% of his face-offs, I would say. So he's really having another good night. And just that first line with Leon and Rosinski getting that goal, and then Rob Bach just cleaning up the garbage there. Really getting the goal by Zarnik. Zarnik's mistake led the big rebound on Bach, and Bach ended up capitalizing on it.
So the Huskies are up 2-1. They are going to start period number 2 on the penalty kill. They took 5 penalties in that first period to Illinois State's 2. They have not had their own power play yet in this game, so the PK doing another good job of keeping the Huskies in the lead and not allowing ISU to get any kind of momentum. Well, it's time to look at the NHL scoreboard. 2 games already in the books today. Ottawa beats Florida 3-2. Ottawa goals Kyle Turris, Mika Zabinajad, and Clark MacArthur. Florida goals for Nick Bugstag and Marcel Gotch. Philadelphia wins 4-2 over Edmonton. Philly goals Jay Rosehill, Scott Hartnell, Claude Giroux, and Vincent Lecavier, Taylor Hall, and David Perron tallying for Edmonton. Tonight's games, there is a lot of games. There's 8 games tonight. Toronto and Boston, Tampa Bay, Detroit, Minnesota, Carolina, Islanders in Columbus, Pittsburgh, St. Louis, Chicago, and Dallas at 8 o'clock. And in the late games will be Washington, Phoenix, and Vancouver, Los Angeles. So, Duffy, I know there's a lot of good football games on today. Can you give the top 25 there?
Yeah, really quick. I mean, Notre Dame is number 23 now ranked in the country. They're playing Pitt tonight on ABC against Pittsburgh. Right now, number 15, Texas A&M beating Mississippi State 16-7. So big ups to the ranked team there. Wisconsin right now beating BYU, pretty decent team, not ranked, but Wisconsin ranked, and they're beating them 10-3. Arizona State, ranked number 22, beating Utah 7-6 in the first quarter. Also, Oklahoma State up 14-0 on Kansas. at the end of the first quarter there. And then Miami's going to play Virginia Tech tonight. UCF is playing Houston. Alabama against LSU on CBS. That's going to be a big game there. Number 1 ranked and number 13 ranked there. And then UCLA, number 19 ranked, playing Arizona, both 6-2. Missouri, number 8 ranked, beat Kentucky 48-17 earlier today. Auburn, number 9 ranked, beat Tennessee 55-23. Florida State, now 2nd ranked, beat Wake Forest 59-3. Kansas State beat Texas Tech. Texas Tech, number 25 ranked, and they beat them 49-26. And then in case you're a U of I fan, U of I is tied with Indiana right now, 14-14 at 9:37 left in the second quarter. So really some good games playing tonight and right now. But let's hope that you're listening to us. But back to you, Marcus.
Well, we still got about 9 minutes left here in the intermission report since they had the ice crew, the dance team out there. A little bit longer of an intermission report. So we're going to leave you with a couple music tunes, and then we'll come back in about 4 or 5 minutes to review period number 2 and look back at period number 1. So stay tuned with us. Huskies Hockey is on the air, 2-1 Northern Illinois. After 28 minutes of play, you're listening to Steven and Marcus.
yeah, to give them a smile. It's good to get high, never come down. It's good to be king of your own little town. Yeah, the world would swing. Oh, if I were king. Can I help it if I still dream time to time? It's good to be king and have your own way. Get a feeling of peace at the end of the day. When your bulldog barks and your canary sings, you're out there with winners. It's good to be king. Yeah, I'll be king when dogs get wings. Can I help it if I still dream time to time? It's good to be king and have your own world. It helps to make friends. It's good to meet girl, a sweet little queen who can't run away. It's good to be king, whatever it pays. Excuse me if I have some place in my mind where I go time to time.
And we're back here on the Huskies Hockey Radio Network as we just about have a minute and a half left here before the second period starts. I mean, good first period for both teams. I mean, both teams had their chances to score. I think Northern had the more of the grade A opportunities. ISU had a lot more garbage goal opportunities.
Well, no, I mean, my dad did make a good point up there. He's actually back here with us in the press box. He made a good point that ISU, they have been making some bad turnovers, and they've been making many mistakes in that first period, and NIU really capitalized on them.
Yeah.
Zarnak giving up that big rebound to Bach, and he got the goal. Ended up getting a couple turnovers at the blue line, getting a couple breakaways. So right now, NIU is capitalizing on the mistakes by ISU, and that's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to win this game. Keep capitalizing on those mistakes from ISU if they keep giving them to you.
So and both teams are out on the ice for the most part. Leon's in the box. He still has a minute and 4 seconds of penalty time. He took there at about the 19-minute mark of the first period. So the Huskies, I think, for the second period, just keep on coming hard like you did in that first period. Keep getting shots on Zarnik. He's 10 for 12 right now, if those stats are correct up on the scoreboard. And Harris 10 for 11.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the shots this period. Make sure that they are.
Yeah,
correct.
make sure they're the right number.
See if we're the same. But yeah, I mean, really, so far Zarnik's had a decent game. Besides that one mistake, he really couldn't do a lot about that first goal on Rosinski. Rosinski, that was just unbelievable tip-in. I mean, I don't think that was like a pro tip-in. That was
I don't think it was even on the ice. I think the shot was actually in the air.
It
and he
could
got
have been. Yeah, it
the
could have
blade
been
on it.
Yeah, because Leon he ended up just passing it to the front, and Brzezinski just got unbelievable like a stick on it somehow, and it just went right over the blocker side of Zarnik. But he did give up that second goal. I think that was his fault there with that mistake of giving up a big rebound to Bach, and Bach ended up getting on the score sheet. Like I said, we needed him to do if we wanted to win this game.
So the Huskies will be on the penalty kill. It'll be Remley, Hickey, Herlin, and Greenberg. Out for ISU in the faceoff circle is Johnson, Webb, Ambersat, and controlled by Leach, and we're underway. Ambersat takes the puck in front of Zarnik, now swings around in front of the Huskies bench and dumps it in. No icing called as Alex Hare's back to play it for Troy Herlin. Now for Greenberg, and they battle in there. There's Trent Webb and Ambersat. Now he has it left point, does Ambersat with a shot. It goes pad saved by Hare, and he steers it into the far side corner boards. ISU trying to set things up. And Herlin intercepts the pass, and now Remley's going to get it. 32 left on the power play for ISU. 19:24 left in the second period. Now back to controls Leach. Here's Jordan Leach. He gives it up far side for Parker Johnson, and Rosinski takes the puck away from him, trying to dance around a check, but he couldn't do it as Hickey intercepts the pass now, trying to get into the zone. He kills some more time off, and it's going to be offsides on Northern Illinois. 6 seconds left on the power play, minute past here in period number 2.
And when you're away, like we were saying last night, in the second period, you got to do that long shift, which is always hard for you, especially on the penalty kill right now. So you can't get your defenseman off. So it's going to be very interesting how NIU copes with that this period.
Here comes Tim Talty into the offensive zone. Talty has his pass picked off by Boris. And Nick Leon out of the penalty box has a lane, and he chooses to pass it instead of take a shot. Rosinski was up with him. Rosinski's centering pass now, looking for Boris, and Pickett was there, but it escapes him. Here's Pickett now dumping it in behind Zarnik. Zarnik in on Anderson. That's Luca. Now Leon and Anderson battle. And Anderson's going to win that puck. Now Boris keeps it in for Rosinski, and he sends it in and around behind Zarnik. He misses the puck, and Leon controls. Far side point. Now into the high slot, and he takes a shot, and it just goes wide of Zarnik. Out comes Rosenberg with the puck. He's going to backhand it out through center ice and try to get it deep. And it just gets as far as the blue line. Greenberg right in front of the Redbirds bench. And Talty's there to take it. Talty dances in around, trying to go around Pickett, but he can't as Pickett nicely defends Tim Talty. Here's Pickett now looking and finding Sukel. And the puck gets in the offensive zone. And the whistle does blow. I didn't quite hear it.
I think it was an offsides, there.
So Sukel's trying to get an explanation from the linesman as to why that wasn't an offsides, or why that was an offsides.
Yeah, Sukel ended up taking a big hit there. You got to watch out for those big players on ISU. You can't be taking those kind of hits because you could get injured like Rosinski did at Florida Gulf Coast.
Taken by Neely. TJ Neely in the offensive zone, dumps it in for our side corner boards. Back is Hickey to control. And he has his pass taken away. Trying to clear it. Here's Remley now. Kicks it over for Greenberg. Greenberg back for Hickey. Hickey trying to find Stetz. He does. He tips it in. Now taken by Rizala. Rizala off the boards out through center ice. Remley is there. He'd have to regroup to avoid the offsides call. Now ISU comes out through center ice. That's John Kurok. Kurok gets it into the offensive zone. Now Kalasari gets it in, and Bach knocks it out of midair through center ice. Pounces in on the forecheck. Now taken by Gatto. Now for Rizala. Rizal has his pass taken away, but he regains possession of the puck. And he does a little give and go, dumps it in, and he goes off for a change. Here's Big Rob Bach near side half boards battling with Leach. And the puck comes free. And now for Pounds and Zila and Bach are all in the same place. No one can get it. And Bach dumps it in behind Zarnik. Taken now by Trent Webb. Trent Webb has it out through center ice, now taken by, that was number 17, Swiderski. Swiderski had a shot and it went wide to near side half boards. Another shot comes wide of Alexander. It goes around to the far side half boards. Here's Trent Webb with another shot in and out of the pads of Hare, and he didn't quite know where it was. And Pounds is going to go off for a change where Swiderski can't control in front of Zarnik. No icing called as it was tipped in the offensive zone by Vinny Carbone. Carbone out to center ice, now taken by Joe Boris. Joe Boris dumps it in near side corner. Leon's in to retrieve. Centering pass, no one was quite there. Rosinski evades a check. Now Boris looking for a shot or a pass. Here's Hurlin, shot blocked out in front nicely by Vinny Carbone. Leon controls near side corner boards. He spins around looking for a centering pass. Here's Rosinski, scores! Rosinski left wide open in the far face-off circle. And Leon and Rosinski 2 for 2 when the Huskies go up 3-1.
Man, that Leon and Rosinski, it's almost like a Patrick Kane, Jonathan Tays combo right there. I mean, really just unbelievable. They're on the same page all the time. Rosinski right in the slots, and really no defenseman even really was on Rosinski there, and just Leon ended up making another great pass across the center, and Rosinski with his second goal, and Leon with his second assist of the night.
So now that line has now had 11 points in this series so far.
It's just so
through
nice.
About 84 minutes.
Yeah, it's just so nice to have Rosinski back after 2-3 weeks of that lower body injury after Florida Gulf Coast.
Now Rosinski has it up off the boards, trying to chip in, chase, and he has it. He's got a little room. He's got Leon on his left. Tried to backhand saucer pass that over his man, but he couldn't catch it. Now Boris has it. Right face-off circle, takes a shot, and it's blocked out in front. And a delayed penalty coming up against Illinois State. It's a hooking call, and the Huskies get their first power play of the game.
Yeah, like we said, I think we had 4 or 5 penalties. ISU had 5. We had 5 penalties. ISU had a 2, and really, I mean, we like Marcus said, this is our first power play chance. So it's going to be very interesting because we had 4 power play goals I think last night. So it's going to be very interesting to see how our power play is going to do tonight. And this is one of my keys, special teams right here, power play.
Here's Hickey now for Pickett. It just goes wide. Power play's been good. They had 3 of them last night. They were 3 for 8. Here's Bach now, circling for Sukel. Sukel dances with the puck, left face-off circle, far side for Pickett. He's up off the boards trying to find Greenberg. It goes up off the glass, but Pickett's there in control. High slot, takes a shot, deflected in, and Sukel can't corral it. He had a wide open net. Now Bach gets stopped short side by Zarnik. Right point now by Hickey. He fans on a shot. Sukel controls. He backhands it for Troy. Now for Pickett. Pickett had 2 of the 3 power play goals last night. And the puck comes in behind. Now Pickett controls in front of the Huskies bench. Greenberg down low for Sukel, far corner. Now half boards for Greenberg. Now corner for Sukel. Back for Pickett. Now back for Tyler Sukel, looking for a shot. Greenberg trying to shoot short side save there made by Zarnik. And finally, Connor Anderson clears the puck. And the Huskies have a minute of power play time left. And that is going to be an offsides on Bach. Rosinski was there and Leon. So 50 left on the power play, 13:52 left in period 2. Huskies up 3-1.
Man, and you said that Sukel, he couldn't corral it there. He had a wide open net. It could have been another power play goal there. It was right wide open net there. Just couldn't corral the puck. Really just a golden opportunity there.
Nick Leon dumps it in. Boris in on the forecheck, or Trent Webb's there. Now Rosinski has it. Rosinski and Boris battle with Webb. And it's going to be Boris winning the puck. Looking to set things up. Far side corner Boris. Now to the left point. Hurlin now for Boris. Boris skates in. Now Hurlin at the top of the key. Here's a shot. It just goes wide. Rebound coming up off the boards. Leon was there. 19 left on the power play. And they're trying to get it out. That's Leach battling in with Leon and Rosinski. And Leach is just pinning the puck up against the boards. And finally it comes free. And the Redbirds are going to come out with it, and that's going to do it for the Huskies power play. Even though they didn't get a goal, sure was an effective power play. Here's Leon looking for Boris with a shot. Scores! Nick Leon, I think, tipped it in. And the first line connects for their third goal of the night. And the Huskies go up 4-1.
Yeah, and really just getting all over Zarnik like we did against David Krinke last night. We're just getting shots to the net, and that's exactly what you saw right there. Boris just shooting a nice little snapshot there. Ended up getting tipped by Leon, like you said. And really just a great job by this first line. Again, this first line has just been the bread and butter of this team this weekend.
So the Huskies have now put 10 goals up on the number 1 ranked team in the ACHA Central region.
And probably the 2 best goaltenders in the Maka.
Yeah, no kidding. 2 best goaltenders in Zarnik and Hare. Hare's only given up 3. Here's Jake Joush. Now Gorzica has it, and it's the first time we've seen him in the second period and much of the first period. Now and around far side corner boards, Gorzica and Pickett. Pickett gives a hit. And it comes out to the point. Finally, Maher cleans it. Oh, good play there by Jake Joush to dive and clear the puck out to center ice. Here's back to play it. Brian Pickett has it far as the corner boards. Husky zone. And it is not going to be icing as it was tipped. And the Huskies go for a change. Now controlled by Vandenberg. And Bach keeps it in. Looking for Joush out in front, and he tips it just wide. Here's Pounds with a shot, and Zarnik has to be careful. And Joush tried a backhand centering pass, but there were no Huskies there to take the shot. As Hurlin's back to retrieve as Joush goes off for exchange, and he gets a couple pats on the back from Greenberg and Pounds. As a good shift taken there by the fourth line. Now controlled by Luca. Luca sends it in on Hare, has to be careful, steers it to the near side corner boards. Bach has it now. Now far side for ISUs, they keep it in, looking for a shot. Hare has to be careful with that. That one's chopped out in front over Hare's net. Now taken there by Reimel. Reimel has it, spins around, looking for a shooting lane. He can't find it, and now Hurlin has it. And he goes up off the boards, and it can't get kept in by Luca. And ISU has to regroup. Here's Pounce going after, that was Rosenberg. And now Big Rob Bach has it. Trying to go for the puck. Didn't want to go for the puck, went for the hit. And Rosenberg's going to get it to at least center ice. Coletta dumps it into the Redbird zone. Bach gets taken down. And Rosenberg out through center ice for Ambersat, and he tips it in, and actually it's not. So icing is the call. 10:46 left in period 2. Huskies now up 4-1.
And you see that it's 15 shots on goal from both teams, but that's wrong. What I got for NIU, they have about 6 shots this period. ISU has 4 shots this period. So far we're beating them in the shot count and beating them in the faceoff dot 4-2 right now. Now 4-3 with ISU just winning it, but so far doing a very good job on both faceoffs and shots.
As Raczynski controls, now Ambersat takes it away from him. He takes a shot, and Hare steers it away to the near side corner boards. Now Johnson, Parker Johnson has it. He battles in with Hickey. Boris gets taken off the puck by his man, number 21. And it gets deflected in on goal. Hare makes a big pad save through traffic. Now Johnson takes a shot, and it gets deflected out in front. Still there. Big save by Hare as he gets knocked down. And he loses a stick, but he regains it. Here's Jordan Leach, and his shot gets deflected up off the protective netting. And I think a good break there for the Huskies as ISU was reeling.
Yeah, probably the best sequence there for Hare. And hopefully Hare's okay. You see him still down at chair. But yeah, it looks like he's going to be okay. But best sequence there for him, making 2 or 3 really good saves.
Yeah.
With off tip, a couple tips from the blue line, and really just good saves there to keep the Huskies up 3 goals.
Face off to the right of Hare. It's going to be Anderson and Remley in the face-off circle. And it's won by Remley. Up off the boards was Pickett. No icing calls. It was tipped in by Johnson. Now taken by Trent Webb. Webb out through center ice. He has some speed. He gets the zone, but taken there by Schwartz. Intercepted, but ISU looking to center the pass. Here's Anderson. His pass gets deflected out to center ice, and it's controlled by Trent Webb. Webb has it now for Anderson. Anderson has a puck taken away from him by Greenberg. 3-on-2, but Greenberg has a blowout, and the Huskies can't capitalize. Now taken by Kernbauer. Kernbauer dances in the offensive zone. Back pass for Anderson, but taken away by Leach. Leach has his shot blocked away, and Hare's going to jump up and grab it like a pop fly. 9:21 left in the period, 4-1 Huskies.
Good job by Hare there. I mean, you can't let those pucks off the glass come up. And I remember, I think I was watching a game last year, the Blackhawks. There's a puck that came off the glass somehow came into Corey Crawford and hit his back and went into the goal. I remember watching the game. It was one of the craziest goals I've ever seen. But yeah, you can't let those pucks off the boards come off like that. But so far, what I've seen from NIU, this is, if they play the rest of this game and end up beating the Redbirds, this is probably going to be the first 60-minute game that I've seen from them, because in that first period, it had a really good first period. Right now, having a good second period. So right now, it's doing very good.
Well, there's a TV timeout, so we're going to take it with them. 9:21 left in the period, 4-1 Huskies lead. You're listening to Huskies Hockey on the NIU Huskies Hockey Radio Network.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans.
When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer.
I want to be a warm place on a
I want
cold
to be
day.
a football
I want to be a
stadium.
bike that races around the country.
I want to be a bench on a forest trail.
When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
Gunzo's is your non-stop shop for all things hockey. Gunzo's carries all major brands such as Bauer, Easton, Reebok, Nike, CCM, and Ward. Gunzo's caters to not only players,
and we're back here on the Huskies Hockey Radio Network. Short TV timeout there. And we're back underway here. Period 2. Huskies up 4-1. Nick Leon has a goal. Rosinski with 2 and Bach with the 4th. Here's Rosinski. Hard slapper blocked away there by Zarnik. Far side corner boards. Now taken by Leon. To the point by Herlin, and he keeps it in just barely. And Zarnik's going to stick that one up into the protective netting. Far side corner boards. 8:58 left in the frame. Huskies up by 3.
And you see right now, NIU's just trying to get shots on goal on Zarnik because he's having a little bit of a rough night tonight. I mean, a lot of the goals haven't really been his fault. His defense really hasn't helped him out a lot. A lot of mistakes. He did make a big mistake on box goal, but he's had a rough night. But I mean, so far you just see that from NIU. They're just trying to get shots on goal on him and try to get to those garbage goals like they've been getting.
So Nedzila loses the face-off to Anderson. Here's a breakaway for Parker Johnson. He takes a shot. He gets no goal, but Hare gets taken out, and he's moving around.
Yeah, and you saw Hare last night. He was the same way. Let's hope that he's going to be all right because we're going to need him if we want to win this game. We can't have. I mean, obviously Nick Bonnet's a great goalie, but you can't have a cold goaltender come in at this point.
As Herlin is going to get a penalty here, and it's going to be a slash. So that is the Huskies' 6th penalty of the night.
I'm surprised if that was a slash, I'm surprised it's not a penalty shot if it was right on the breakaway there. But looks like it's just going to be a 2-minute penalty. I think the sixth try for ISU trying to get a power play goal stopped so far all 5 power plays from them.
Yeah. So at 11-10, the Huskies will go back on the penalty kill. It's the 4th one for them tonight. And they are 3 for 3 so far. Face-off is going to be to the right of Hare. Remley, Hickey, Schwartz, and Greenberg. And he's going to go up against Reimel is Nick Remley. Remley wins the face-off, and Hickey's going to clear it all the way down the length of the ice. So 2 minutes for slashing on Troy Herlin. And the Huskies go on the penalty kill here. Pass comes out through center ice. Here's Reimel. He can't get into the offensive zone, and Hickey clears it. And a whistle blows, and that's knocked down with a high stick.
Yep, I think that's what they're calling right now with a high stick.
So the whistle's going to blow. It'll be an offensive zone draw here for Northern Illinois to the left of Zarnik.
Yeah, and right now the face-off
to the right.
Right now the face-off dot, NIU is winning, I think 8-3 right now in the face-off dot. So right now their face-offs have been really good in this second period.
Here's Reimel. Reimel far side for Parker Johnson. He has some speed, gets into the zone, and nice poke check there by Hare. He makes a second save on Reimel as Reimel came streaking right up the slot. And Hare makes a chest save. 8:21 left. They're at 1:30 left on the power play, but a good save there by Hare.
Really just great job by Hare in the second period. Right now ISU has about 9 shots on goal on him. He stopped all of them so far, let that first goal in, and ever since that first goal, he really has been on all night.
He has really settled into his own here, only giving up 3 goals now through 2 games, through his last 2 starts.
Like we've been saying, he's really showing the coaches why he's the #1 goaltender in this team.
Greenberg gets taken out. Reimel controls. And the shot comes from the point and a rebound. And Hare makes a big diving save. And he nets second one. And it looks like there's going to be a penalty coming up here. I think maybe Parker Johnson's going to get one. But I saw the ref signaling to the penalty box. And it's going to be Parker Johnson.
Unbelievable by Alex Hare there, making a big, like you said, big diving save across the goal mount. I think he was on the other side of the goal, and he just dives across, making an unbelievable save after giving up a big rebound. Just unbelievable there. Like we said, Alex Hare is coming into his own this weekend, and he really is. It looks like, I mean, we thought he was going to be rusty, but it really does look like that time off kind of gave him a new perspective and really helped him kind of heal up and everything and really be good in this important weekend against ISU.
So Johnson, second penalty of the night. That one's going to be 2 minutes for slashing at the 12-minute mark of period number 2.
And it looks like it's going to be about 45 seconds for NIU after they get Hurlin out of the box.
Yep. So you have 1:13 of power play, or 4-on-4 hockey, and then like Duffy said, the Huskies will have about 45, 47 seconds of power play time after that. Face-off's going to be to the right of Zarnik. It's going to be Nadzila, Sukel, Coletta, and Pickett out there. And Nadzila wins the face-off, but the puck finds its way out to neutral ice. Pickett skates backwards, finds Sukel, but now taken by Rosenberg. Rosenberg, far side, right in front of the ISU bench, has a shot and it blocked away by Alex Hare. Now taken there by Talty. Talty spins around. He comes in the right face-off circle now, centering pass, and Neds is there to take it away from him. Here's Sukel using his speed. Gets taken off nicely there by Luca, and Luca wins the puck. Here's Pickett now trying to step up on Connor Anderson. Anderson, Talty have a 2-on-1. Here's Anderson looking for a shot and scores. Talty gets his goal, and a 2-on-1, 4-on-4. Huskies lead now 4-2.
Yeah, you saw Pickett there. He was trying to pinch up on the blue line, trying to get the puck on the 4-on-4. He does that. I see them do that maybe a little bit too much. I mean, I like the aggressive play, the pinching, but sometimes it can really hurt you getting a 2-on-1 for ISU there.
So at 12:39 or 12:39, the Huskies lead shrinks to 2 on a Connor Anderson goal. Or excuse me, a Tim Talty goal set up by Connor Anderson.
And actually, we could be showing the replay with the scoreboard up there when we see the goals. I didn't know that.
I didn't even catch that either. And we rejoin the play, still 4-on-4 for 22 seconds. Rosinski spins away with the puck. He spins again, now back pass there for Schwartz. Schwartz has it, looking for Leon, and that evades him. 7 seconds left, and the Huskies are going to go on the power play here. With 6:50 left in the second period as Hurlin's out of the box. And Boris is out on the ice now, so the first line is out there, the first power play unit for Coach Ronaldo. Hickey out through center ice. He's going to send it all the way around. Rosinski's there. He kicks it to a stick. There's a shot. Oh, and it's a goal! Rosinski sent it to the net, and Rosenberg puts it in his own net. And the Huskies get the goal right back, 5-2.
Wow, and that's a bad goal right there. Number 21, Madison Rosenberg, like he said, puts it into his own net. Brzezinski, like I said, just getting pucks to the net, you can get those garbage goals and tip-ins like that. And that's exactly what NIU just did right there.
Did you see, was that Hickey that sent that all the way around?
I think so, yeah.
So Hickey would get the assist on Rosinski's third goal of the night. So Rosinski's got the hat trick.
Yeah.
And he's got 4 points in the game.
He's really just had an unbelievable night, and it's just nice to have your star back.
Here's Nick Remley now for Tyler Sukel. Back pass looking for Greenberg, taken away by Webb, now controlled by Carbone. Carbone drop pass, pad save there by Hare. Sukel's trying to get it out, and it lay loose in front of Hare, now taken for Greenberg. But he can't get it out to center ice. Now it's controlled by Illinois State. Here's Trent Webb in front, and he takes a shot, and it just goes wide to the left of Alex Hare. Nick Remley's there now on the forecheck, far side corner boards against Carbone. And Sukel can't get it out. Here's Trent Webb with another shot, and Hare sticks it into the far side corner boards. Out in front, big save by Hare. As Gatto was really upset with himself that he had a wide open shot and couldn't bury it. 5-2, 5:45 left.
Yeah, and really, again, Hare is the reason that we are in this game because ISU had about, like we said, we think about 11 shots in that first period. So far in this period, I think they've gotten about 13 shots on them in this period. So really just a good job again by Hare tonight.
Face-off win by ISU. Here's Rosala, far side battling with Pounds. Now Connor Anderson has it. Anderson has the puck taken away by him, but Rosala pinches and can't quite keep it in as the ISU Redbirds have to regroup. Now taken by Rosenberg, that's Vandenberg. And Stetz has it. Out in front now, Hickey behind Hare. Looking for Bach. Hickey has to take it away now. He backhands it out through center ice and almost looking for Pounds to spring him. But Connor Anderson can control. Skates back into his own zone. Now far side for Rosala. And Pounds gives him a little hit. In comes Connor Anderson for ISU. He takes a shot and it gets deflected wide on Hare. Anderson again, looking for Rosala, far side, takes a shot into the breadbasket of Hare. He covers up the puck. 4:55 left, 5-2 Huskies, second period.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you expect from goalies. You got to soak up those pucks, not like Zarnak did in that first period, giving up that big rebound to Bach. But that's exactly what you got to do as a goalie. You got to soak up those pucks. For you young goaltenders out there, you got to soak up those pucks. Do not allow any big rebounds.
There's a shot from the point from Luca that just goes wide. Now Rosenberg swings it around far side half boards, takes a shot sticked away by Hare. And Rosenberg resets everything up in the near side. Rosenberg has his puck taken away now by Reimel. Reimel has it battling with Rosinski. Now over for Calarosi. Out comes Joe Boris. Boris and Leon, 2-on-1. Boris going to take a shot or pass. Rosinski, looking for Leon far side, and he couldn't do it. Back come ISU. Here's Rosenberg on the ice. Rosenberg gets taken down by Nick Leon. Good hit there by Nick. Now Anderson has it. Now over for Kernbauer. Kernbauer into the offensive zone for Reimel. Reimel far side corner boards. Schwartz looking to take his man off the puck. He does a good job of that. And he comes away with the puck. Here's Rosinski. Out past the Husky zone. And Leon's going to take a shot in on Zarnik to go off for a change. Here comes the third line of Gorzica, Jausch, and Maher. Controlled now by Reimel, and he sends it in the offensive zone. Hare's out to play the puck. And he comes around. Jausch on the forecheck, but it's controlled by Rosenberg. Rosenberg sends it all the way in. No icing as it looked like Herlin might have touched it. Hare back to take control. There's a centering pass, and that one's going to go just to the point. And Herlin's going to get it out to center ice. That one's dumped up into the air. Coletta has it. Bouncing puck. And taken by Trent Webb. Trent Webb gets into the offensive zone. Nice stick there by Ron Coletta, and he's going to send that one. Almost hit the ISU head coach. 3:02 left in the second period, 5-2 Huskies.
Yeah, and again, you don't see that fourth line not a lot in this weekend. They've really been about a shift, maybe 2 shifts a period.
Yep.
So, I mean, really the coach hasn't been using them a lot, but when they are out there, they are making the most out of their opportunities, doing a good job of keeping the puck out of their zone, keeping the puck out of their net, and getting a couple shots on goal.
Anderson wins the face-off. And the Huskies reeling in their own zone. Schwartz battles there with Rosala. And puck lay loose. Now comes to the far side half board. Sukel. And it's taken there by Tim Talty. Talty gives it away. There's a shot. Big save by Hare. Wraparound attempt. And Remley's going to get it to the point to clear the puck. ISU doing a good job of cycling the puck in the offensive zone. Talty gets taken off. Here's a shot and a goal. Talty gets his second goal of the night. And it's 5-3 Huskies as Hare was down and out, and he couldn't locate the puck.
Yeah, it was almost like we were on a penalty kill right there. I mean, ISU, I think, had it in our zone for a good solid 30 seconds there. So a lot of tired guys out there, and they just couldn't get the puck out. A lot of good forechecking by ISU, and Alex there couldn't do quite, like you said, he couldn't locate the puck, and he just was down, and he couldn't do anything about that. But I mean, we're letting them back into the game like they've been doing with some teams all seasons. You can't let them back into the game. You can't give them confidence.
Actually, it's going to be Connor Anderson with the goal, and Talty's going to get the assist. Here's James Rimo, far side corner boards. He spins around. He's going to flip it out to center ice. No icing there, or no offsides there, excuse me, and the puck gets sent into the right of Zarnik. Rizala and Nedzila battle in the near side corner boards. Rimel's there now, Bach, and controlled by Kernbauer. Kernbauer trying to spring Ambersat, but Pounds breaks up the play. Controlled by Neely. And there ISU's going to dump it in, round behind Alex Hare. And it's going to be Herlin sending it out to at least center ice, where Gazzola can send it in far side corner boards. Here's Ron Coletta now for Troy Herlin. Herlin to the point for Neds. Neds gets it up off the boards, looking to spring Pounds. But Talty was there. Anderson was there. There's a shot, and it goes wide on Alex Hare. And the puck is going to go out to center ice. 1:20 left in the frame. Huskies up by 3, 5-2. And like Duffy said, this is where both teams have the long change.
Yep.
So a lot more opportunities. Out through center ice. Here's Boris looking with Leon. Boris takes a shot off the blocker of Zarnik. And Parker Johnson is going to control. 1 minute left in the frame. Huskies up 5-3 with Rosinski having a hat trick. Here's Boris. He sends it around off the boards looking for Troy Hickey. Up is Rosenberg on the play. And a centering attempt there, broken up nicely by Schwartz on the play. Boris takes his man down. Puck lay loose right in front of the scoring table. And the puck swings loose out to Carbone. Carbone finds his man. That's Talty. Talty spins. Now Rosenberg takes a shot right into the chest of Hare, and he's going to cover it up. 21.5 seconds left in the frame. 5-3 Northern Illinois.
Yeah, Rosenberg hasn't had the best period. He's had a lot of good chances. He made his own goal on his own goalie there.
Yeah, he's not had a good period.
Yeah, and he's gotten hit a big hit from Leon in the offensive zone when he was coming into the zone. So he's kind of had an off period this period. But so far NIU they gotta capitalize on the mistakes like they were doing in that first period.
As the puck sends to the left of Hare, and Hickey's gonna send it around. Sukel's out there without a stick. And that's a stick laying right there. He's not going to pick it up as the play continues. There's a short side shot taken, and the whistle blows. And the Huskies are going to go into the third period leading 5-2. Rosinski with 3 goals, 2 in that second period along with Nick Leon. So the first line, I believe, now has 17 points on the weekend. And they continue to produce for Coach Ronaldo.
Yeah, really, I mean, this first line with Rosinski back, you would think that they would have had some kind of chemistry problems when Rosinski came back, but they've just went right back to where they left off about 3 weeks ago after they lost Rosinski in that Florida Gulf Coast game. And they're just back to form, and they're just having a great weekend. Alex Hare giving up 3 goals, and they say about 27 shots. I'd say maybe that's about right. I think it's about 30, 31 shots, what I tallied, But so far, a good game by Alex Hare, and let's hope that the special teams keeps going pretty good with the penalty kill.
Well, coming up in the second intermission report, we'll look back at period number 2, look forward to period 3, do a little Blackhawks talk, a couple more scoreboard updates as we got about 15 minutes here in the second intermission report. You're listening to Huskies Hockey. They're up 5-2 on the NIU Huskies Hockey Radio.
I want to be a new pair of blue jeans.
When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer.
I want to be a warm fleece on a
I want
cold
to be
day.
a football
I want to be
stadium.
a bike that races around the country.
I want to be a bench on a forest trail.
When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
Gunzo's is your non-stop shop for all things hockey. Gunzo's carries all major brands such as Bauer, Easton, Reebok, Nike, CCM, and Ward. Gunzo's caters to not only players, but to teams as well, with the ability to take team orders. Gunzo's can customize jerseys, socks, t-shirts, warm-ups, and hockey bags. They have 3 convenient Chicagoland locations in River Forest, Morton Grove, and Chicago. Gunzo's is also the official equipment supplier of the Northern Illinois Huskies. Gunzo's Hockey Headquarters, where you will be treated like a pro.
A boy born in Joplin, Missouri was fascinated by anything with wheels and a motor. The odds of him going on to fascinate millions with his talent, 1 in 260,000. The odds of him having 15 career NASCAR victories, 1 in 1.7 million. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism, 1 in 88. I'm Jamie McMurray, and my niece has autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
You're listening to NIU Huskies Hockey on the NIU Huskies Hockey Radio Network.
When I have an asthma attack, I feel scared. It's kind of like an elephant is on my chest. I feel like I'm choking. Sometimes my parents have to take me to the hospital.
You know how to react to their asthma attacks. Here's how to prevent them. Visit www.noattacks.org or call your doctor, because even one attack is one too many.
I feel like a fish with no water.
Brought to you by the EPA and the Ad Council.
Hey, you're sitting around listening to the radio when you could be on it. You think I'm kidding? The Illinois Center for Broadcasting is looking for people just like you to enroll for classes right now. Stop wishing you were on the air and get down to making it happen. At ICB, students are trained by some of the best and brightest professionals in the industry. And not only that, you'll learn the ins and outs of both radio and TV. You'll be ready to take the airwaves by storm. There couldn't be a better time than now to hop on to beonair.com and fill out that application. It only takes a few minutes, and when you're done, you'll have taken the first step to getting on a fast track to your dreams. Once again, that's beonair.com, or you can call 630-916-1700. Classes are filling up fast, though, so you'd better get going. So what are you still doing here? Go now. 630-916-1700 or visit beonair.com. The Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where broadcasting careers begin.
Green light. Hey girl. School zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah. Street. Pizza sounds good. Ball in street? Girl in street!
It's hard to concentrate on 2 things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Let's send it back to Stephen and Marcus on the NIU Huskies Hockey Radio Network. And we're back here on the NIU Huskies Hockey Radio Network. After 40 minutes of play, Huskies are up 5-3. Justin Rosinski getting 2 more goals. That gives him the hat trick for the game. Nick Leon has another goal and 2 assists, so he's got 3 points. So that first line of Boris, Rosinski, and Leon now have 15 points in 2 games so far here against ISU.
And I'm pretty sure those are the 3 players that have gotten hat tricks all season. I mean, Rosinski, I think, has 2 hat tricks now this season. Leon has 1. Boris has 1. I mean, really, hat tricks all over that line. I mean, they have a bunch of scores there.
And I just want to give a shout-out to Ricky and Jess. I know they're watching back at home. I just got their nice little picture. It looks like they're watching on a big screen. See, that's the way you watch Huskies hockey right there.
That's the way to do it right there.
Now, all you have to do is email Ian and tell him to get us a nice computer so then it's not so choppy, and it'll be even better on HD.
Exactly.
But yes, awesome. Shout out for all of our Husky fans, including Jess and Ricky watching back in DeKalb. But good second period for the Huskies. Again, like I said, up 5-3. And like your dad was saying in the intermission report, you really have to give the period to ISU. They really dominated that 20-minute of play.
Yeah, I mean, they really did. They got a lot of shots on goal on Alex Sayre. He's really the reason that we're kind of even still in the lead, because Alex Sayre had a really good period that second period.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we got to hope that our defense plays a little bit better this period. I think that maybe they're getting a little bit tired because they're used to having 7 defensemen out there, right?
Yeah.
So I mean they're down to 6 defensemen because they're going with 3 goalies tonight just in case Hare has a little bit problems with the head. So they're going with 3, but let's hope that defense gets a little bit better in the third period coming up. And let's hope that we cut down on the penalties because we've had a lot of penalties this game.
Yeah.
And you can't have that many penalties if you want to get some offensive shots on goal and offensive plays. So those, I think, are going to be the keys for this third period.
And you talk about the penalties. The Huskies have 6 penalties in the game. They're 4 for 4 on the penalty kill.
Yeah.
And Northern has had 2 power plays, and they're 0 for 2 on the power play. And like last night, they were 3 for 8. So it was a good second period. Hare made a lot of big saves in that second period. A lot of diving saves, good saves through traffic.
Yep.
And he's really kept his team in this game.
Yeah, he really has. Like I said, I mean, he's kind of been the bread and butter this weekend because he's really the reason that they're up because they have outshot us in both games so far right now. So right now they're outshooting us, and just Alex Hare is just having a great weekend right now.
Well, coming up in period number 3, the Huskies look to close out a sweep weekend against Illinois State. They were ranked number 1 in the first set of ACHA rankings. NIU was ranked 15. If they can get 2 points here, they'll move into sole possession of second place and 1 point behind the Redbirds in the Maca Gold division going into the Robert Morris University Showcase next weekend, where they will meet for a third time. So if they can win tonight and then find a way to at least get a point or 2 points, they will leapfrog ISU and take the Maca Gold lead next weekend.
Yeah, and you would think that if they can beat ISU this weekend, they'd probably go up in the rankings pretty far, probably all the way up to probably, I would say, 7 or 8. If they can beat ISU again here today and they beat them 6-2 yesterday, they could go very far up in the rankings in the regional. So that would be very big for them because, like you said, in the beginning of this weekend, they were ranked, I think, 7 last year at this point of the year. So they're ranked number 15 right now. So they gotta get up there and do a little bit better. And but yeah, so far playing a good weekend, and then they got 3 more games next weekend. So it's going to be a very couple tough weeks here with a lot of games.
Well, let's take a look at the schedule. The Huskies will play next Friday, Saturday, Sunday at the Robert Morris University Showcase against DePaul, ISU, and Robert Morris Maroon team. They will then come home for 2 games the week before Thanksgiving to take on University of Iowa.
Yep.
And then we'll have a week off for Thanksgiving. Then after that, the Huskies will take on Southern Illinois down in Edwardsville, as well as a 2-game matchup against Illinois' D1 team down in Champaign. And then that'll close out the first half of the season. And then the Huskies will be on the road only once. After Christmas break, the Huskies will welcome in Northern Michigan, Northern Michigan, Central Michigan, and the University of Michigan to Fox Valley. A lot of Michigans. So that's the rest of the season schedule. And then, of course, you have the Maca playoffs down at St. Louis, and then the ACHA regionals, which I believe is back in Chicago at the home of DePaul University, which would be West Meadows Ice Arena. So we're going to take our second time out here at the Intermission Report. When we come back, we'll preview period 3, maybe do a little Chicago Blackhawks talk since I know they do play the Dallas Stars tonight. So stay tuned for that. You're listening to Huskies Hockey on the NIU Huskies Hockey Radio Network.
It's Thursday night, and you're grabbing drinks with some friends. Started off with a pitcher for the table, which quickly becomes 2. There's pool. And there's the photo booth.
All right, everybody squeeze in. Say cheese.
Followed naturally by an order of wings. And another.
Can we get some extra ranch sauce?
Then there's the ceremonial nightcap.
So what are we doing this weekend?
And lastly, it's back to the car, which, if you're buzzed, could be the most expensive night of your life. Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Over here at jamsonair.com, we play anything and everything. You might hear about this tasty track?
I wanna get you in the back seat, windows up, that's the way you like it.
We have them all.
Lollipop, lollipop, oh, lollipop.
Well, maybe not that. JamsOnAir.com. Radio when you want it.
We know balancing family, friends, work, and free time keeps you busy. We want to help you start your day off right. Whether you're visiting for business or for pleasure, you'll always get a clean and fresh Hampton bed. Free high-speed internet access, free hot breakfast served daily with fresh baked waffles and hearty oatmeal with toppings, friendly, helpful service, and much more. For one rate. Guaranteed. If you're not satisfied, we don't expect you to pay. That's our commitment and your guarantee. That's 100% Hampton. Go to hamptoninn.com.
Hey, Billy.
Yeah?
Do you want to go to the state fair?
Yeah.
Do you want to ride the roller coaster?
Yeah.
The big one?
Yeah.
The one with the reverse flip?
Yeah.
Well, you can't. You see, Billy, when you throw away money on wasted electricity, you throw away everything you could have done with it, including going to the state fair.
Oh, man.
Cheer up. This year, your parents will make it right. They're going to visit EnergySavers.gov, where they'll get tips on how to save energy and money. Then they'll add extra insulation and get a few of those Energy Star appliances. They could save hundreds of dollars a year. And you know what, Billy?
What?
They'll take you to the state fair next year.
But I want to go this year.
I know you do, Billy. I know you do. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Energy and the Ad Council.
Have you always wanted to be on radio or television? Don't lie to yourself, of course you have. That means that you need to come to the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. At ICB, you'll learn everything you need to know. Hands-on training in audio programming, video editing, and much, much more. Financial assistance is available for those who qualify, so you've got no excuse. Go online to beonair.com or call 630-916-1700 for more information. The Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where your career begins.
Green light. Hey girl. School zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah. Street. Pizza sounds good. Ball in street? Girl in street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You're listening to NIU Huskies Hockey. Now let's send it back to Stephen and Marcus for more NIU hockey.
And we're back here at the U.S. Cellular Coliseum in Bloomington, Illinois. The Huskies are up 5-3, about 3 minutes left here in the second intermission report. Huskies looking to go 3 for 3 this week as they're playing 6 games in 2 weekends. They started the week off winning 8-4 on Thursday night against Cal State Fullerton. They won 6-2 last night against ISU, and they're up 5-3 with the final 20 minutes of play about 3 minutes away. We're looking to go 6 for 6 in the point totals here this weekend. Duffy, I know you have some of the football scores. Could you give the fans a little update in that area?
Again, well, if you're a U of I fan, they're losing right now 21-14. Indiana's beating them right now. And then also with the top 25, just give me a second to get it on my phone here. All right, and the top 25, Texas A&M winning 23-14 right now. Wisconsin 20-10. Arizona State losing right now at halftime, 9-7 to Utah. They're ranked number 22. Oklahoma State ranked number 14, up 28-0. And then I already told you all the games playing, and those should be all the games that are playing right now and all the games playing tonight. I already told you after the first intermission, but so far, and then Notre Dame's playing against Pitt, like we said. And if you want to do Blackhawks talk, we could do that really quick for about a minute.
So the Hawks play tonight in Dallas. They're coming off a big win earlier in the week against against Winnipeg, and they just need to keep rolling. I mean, they're only, I think, 3 or 4 points out of the lead behind Anaheim.
Yeah.
And Colorado's still up there, a surprise in the Western Conference. But Patrick Waugh's a great coach, and he's got that team playing solid hockey.
Well, I mean, the last 5 games for the Blackhawks, they're 4-0-1. And a lot of their games, 5-1 against Minnesota, 6-5 against Ottawa, 5-1 against Winnipeg. Then they lost to Calgary in overtime 2-3, but then 4-1 against Winnipeg. So a lot of goals lately in the past week or two. I mean, they're really starting to get that offense going.
Now, you have your phone there. Could you look up the standings? I believe they're only 3 or 4 points out behind Anaheim.
Yeah, I'll check out the standings right now, see what they are.
But nonetheless, the Hawks doing a good job. Goalie-wise, Crawford's played well. Javi Bulin, not so much.
All right, I got it right here. So the standings for the Central Division, they're down 2 points to Colorado. They have 24 points right now. Colorado has 26. St. Louis at 22. Minnesota at 22. Nashville 18. Dallas 18. And Winnipeg the last with 16. But Anaheim has 29.
So they're 5.
So we're 5 down. And then, so they're third seed, I think, right now. Tied with San Jose and Phoenix as well, and Vancouver, all with 24 points. So really tight race right now in that conference.
A lot of Western teams in the mix right now.
Yeah, and then the other conference. I mean, there's not a lot of teams that are over. The 3 best teams are Pittsburgh, Tampa Bay, and Toronto right now with 22 points all, and Detroit has 21. So nobody has more points than the Ducks right now. The Ducks are the best team in the league with 14, 3-1 right now. And then Colorado 13-2-0. So they have not had an overtime loss yet, Colorado.
That's good, though. It's kind of like the Hawks did last year with all those points they were getting. But they're not just getting the 1 point. They're getting a lot of 2-point games with Patrick Waugh.
Yeah, I mean, it really is amazing what Patrick Waugh has done with that team because, I mean, we were saying on our hockey show that we thought Patrick Waugh was going to be kind of, maybe in the first season wasn't going to be too good, but, I mean, he really has showed that he could be a very good coach for that team for years to come.
Well, just another shout out, not just to the people, but the men and women that work for us at Northern Illinois on game day. I know Ricky does a lot of stuff with setting up the merchandise table and doing the Chuck-a-Puck. Jess does a lot of things with Chuck-a-Puck when she's not playing on the ice for the D3 team. And everybody else that helps out. I know Brett Wheeler does a lot of things behind the scenes. Brian Pickett when he's not doing things with the D2 team. But just for everybody on the game day ops. The PA announcers, the scorekeepers, all of us up here, we really thank you for all your hard work you've done, not only this season, but the past few seasons.
And we always want to thank the coaches and the players for always giving us interviews before the game because those are always very good interviews that we get from Chuck and Raporto there.
As we are underway here in period number 3, Danny Stetzinger has it. He's trying to find Leon out through center ice, but the puck bounces away and finds Tim Talty. Tim Talty has it, now dances in the offensive zone. Rosinski backhands it, and it gets just to center ice where Rosenberg can control. He dumps it in near side half boards, now taken by Parker Johnson. Rosenberg has a shot, and it gets blocked out in front, and Parker Johnson controls now for Anderson, far side corner boards. And Nick Leon has it. He gives it over for Boris. And Leon is going to go for a change. Boris takes a shot on net, and he's going to peel off and make the complete line change. Puck gets dumped in just to the left of Hare. Taken by Johnson. Takes a shot, and he scores. Johnson has an odd angle shot go in from behind Hare, and the lead gets cut down to 5-4.
Yeah, and that's a bad goal given up by Hare there because he really just an odd angle shot. I mean, you usually don't get a goal off that, but just ended up going right through the 5-hole of Hare and going off his pad and going right in the net. Really just a bad goal given up by Hare there. And now they're letting them back in the game. They were up 4-1, and now it's 5-4. So they've had, I think, 2 unanswered goals now, the Redbirds. So we got to get back in that scoring sheet, and we got to get back in this game.
So at 1:03, Parker Johnson gets his second goal of the game and cuts the lead to 1. Here's Josh Ambersat, fires, and it goes just wide on Hare. Sukel in on the forecheck. Puck gets dumped in behind Hare, taken by Nick Remley. He comes up off the boards. Now for Sukel, back for Remley with some speed. Has Greenberg on his wing. Remley takes a shot into the glove of Zarnek. He's going to cover up the puck. 18:26 left in the frame. 5-4 Huskies.
And you're seeing that, I mean, NIU only had about 14 shots in that period. I mean, I'd say it says 21 shots up there, and it was 11, so they would say that it's 10 shots from us, but I tallied 14. So you're seeing that the coach, I think, told them that you just got to get shots on goal from the blue line. Doesn't matter. Just keep getting shots on goal on Zarnek.
And the puck comes out through center ice and into the Husky zone. Pickett up off the boards looking for Bach, but it evades him. Now taken by Reimel. Reimel has it, and that's going to be offsides as he peels off. Now back into the offensive zone where Ambersat can control and taken away by Pounds. Pounds dumps it in, no tip, so no icing as Zarnik's back to control. Up off the boards. Schwartz takes a shot, and it comes back to the point. He takes another shot to keep it in, but Reimel's there to control. Excuse me, it's Ambersat in the offensive zone. He peels off. Now Reimel has it, and it escapes him. Big Rob Bach trying to get around Trent Webb, but he couldn't do it. And now in comes Swiderski. Swiderski one-on-one with Schwartz. Swiderski takes a shot, and he had a little room on the far side, but he couldn't bury it. Now Nedzila has the puck taken away from him. Now controlled by Leach. Leach near side half boards, and he takes a shot, and Hare didn't know where it was, but it was in his glove. 17-18 left in the game, 5-4 Huskies.
Yeah, and in case we didn't go over my 3 keys in
Yes.
that intermission, so really quick, my 3 keys, number 1, special teams. Penalty kills doing pretty good tonight. They're 0 for 2 on the power play. Number 2 key, hope that Hare has a good night after last night. Hasn't had the best last 2 periods, but he still has them in the lead, and face-offs doing very well in that.
Here's Boris up off the glass trying to keep it in. Here's Rosinski 1-on-2. He's got Leon on his wing. Rosinski cuts into the zone. Shoots, scores! Nick Leon, second goal of the game, 17th point for that first line. Rosinski drew the penalty. Zarnik made the save, but Leon followed it up, and the Huskies' 2-goal lead is regained at 6-4.
And really, I mean, those two have just been on tonight. Leon and Brzezinski getting a lot of the points for NIU. The 2 girls watching them, their 2 girlfriends back home.
Yeah,
what do we
no
know?
kidding, right?
I mean, they're watching the 2 probably best 2 players on this team, and they've just been really good tonight. Zarnik caught out of position there. Leon just shot at really a wide open net, and ended up getting our 6th goal of the game, up 2 goals, and that's exactly what they needed to do.
And the Huskies are going to go on the power play, so he draws the penalty, gets the goal, and the Huskies now back on the man advantage. So this will be their 3rd power play of the night. They're 0 for 3. Here's Troy Hickey looking for Herlin. He finds him out through center ice. He dropped passes for Leon, but it was out of his reach. Taken down was Ambersat, and Hickey has to come back and take it from Hare. Hare up off the boards, and it was kept in nicely there by Parker Johnson. Now Troy Herlin looking for a backhand pass. Goes cross ice for Leon. 1:15 left on the penalty power play. And this one is sticked back to center ice by Zarnik, where Leon can control. Cross for Herlin. Herlin drop pass now for Troy Hickey. Hickey off the boards looking for Leon. He gets a touch pass in the offensive zone. And now it's going to come up off the glass. Boris can control, but taken away by Webb, and he's going to send it down the length of the ice. 48 seconds left on the power play. 15:45 left in the game. 6-4 Huskies. Here's Tyler Sukel, far side. He has the puck taken away from him by Connor Anderson. Anderson shoots, and it's blocked out in front by Herlin. Good stick. Huskies not able to get anything going on this power play as Herlin spins around. Now Hickey has it out through center ice. He gets in the zone. He's going to dance in far side corner boards. And it's taken there by Sukel, and it escapes his stick out to center ice. 10 seconds left. Now for Greenberg. Up off the boards, looking for Bach. And taken there by Carbone. Carbone, far side point. Pickett has it now. Both teams at full strength. Puck comes out to neutral ice. And it gets dumped in as the Redbirds go for a change. Trent Webb has it now. Pickett tries to take him off the puck, but Webb takes a hit to make a play. Hare comes out to play it. Here's a shot from the point, gets blocked out in front, and Coletta can't control. That shot came from Gatto. And Joush gets into the offensive zone. There's that 4th line. Joush trying to center it, but no one was out in the slot as his line mates were coming out for a change. Now out through center ice is Leach. Leach drop pass there, and it goes wide, and they shoot, and they score. Leach's shot went up off the boards, came right
to Jeremy Gatto
Jeremy
there.
Gatto's stick, and he buries it past Hare, and it's 6-5.
Yeah, and you got to watch out for those boards, those bouncy boards here, and they really come off really fast, and Hare really didn't get back quick enough, and you see right on the replay out there, I mean, just really bad job by the defense. They should have kind of got back, tried to get the puck out of the zone, but they ended up letting that bouncy boards, letting the puck get out, and just really an easy shot for number 31, Jeremy Gatto there.
So Jeremy Gatto gets the goal, and the Huskies' lead is now back down to 1. Brzezinski has it. He sends it in the far side half boards, now around behind Zarnik. Taken by Anderson. Anderson's puck gets fluttered up to neutral ice. Now into the zone is Tim Talty. Talty sticks it. That one goes up off Hickey sticking over the crossbar of Alex Hare. Puck finds its way to center ice. Now controlled by Rosenberg. Rosenberg's pass gets picked off by Nick Leon. And he's not going to be able to get anywhere as he was checked at the line by Luca. Cross-ring pass, good stick there. Here's Stetzinger. Talty has an opportunity. Looking for a pass. And Boris is there to pick it off. Here's Joe Boris, but his stick gets taken away from him by Anderson. Anderson gets tripped, but taken off the puck by Sukel. Here's Talty now. Neutral ice. And Sukel trying to get it, and Stetz goes up off the boards. In the offensive zone is Luca with a shot patted away by Hare. Sukel trying to get it. Here comes Nick Remley, almost had a 2-on-1 with Greenberg, but they couldn't control the bouncing puck. Now Luca near side half boards. Now down in the corner is Stetzinger. Sukel's there. Reimel's there. Reimel near side half boards. Nice pickoff play there by Hickey as Ambersat was looking for a backdoor shot. And the puck bounces out to center ice, taken by Ambersat. Ambersat far side boards. That hits a partition and comes right back. And Greenberg finds Bach. Bach up through center ice. He's got a little room. Gets in on Zarnik. Shoots off the goalpost. As Bach hit the goalpost. And he almost beat Zarnik. Here comes Brian Pounds now with a little room. Here's Nadzila up on his rush, and Pounds gets taken off there. Puck gets handed away. Could have been hand pass, but Coletta has a shot that just goes wide on the right side of Zarnik. Now Neds has it. Bach for Pounds, shoots, and it just goes wide off a stick out in front. That was off a Rosales stick. Centering pass now. This third line is doing a good job. Here's Herlin with a shot, goes up off the glass over the crossbar, Zarnik. Good shift here for the third line. Here's number 17, Swiderski. Swiderski gets in on Hare. Big save by Hare as he's down to make the pad save. Now Rob Bach has it. Just gets it to the point, and that shot gets tipped, and it goes wide on Hare. Here's another shot and a big save by Hare. Hare making some big saves to keep his team up by 1. It's 6-5 with 11:23 left in the frame.
And you're really seeing, like, ISU's really, ever since that goal that they got, they were starting to try to use those boards, try to get rebounds off those boards, and get some shots on goal on Hare, and you're seeing it right there. But you saw that last shift by Bach and his line. I mean, really, a lot of the majority of the chances have been out of this first line that's coming out, Rosinski, Leon, and Boris. But that line actually had a really good shift there, getting a lot of chances on Zernak.
And number 21, Rosenberg's going to go to the bench. I think he was the one that got tripped, no call.
Yeah, and he got really mad. He smacked his stick against the boards, and the refs did not like that. I think that's going to be a game misconduct there by him.
So at 8:27, the Huskies are going to go on their 4th power play of the night. They're 0 for 4 so far.
It's actually still going to be a 5-on-5.
Oh, so yeah.
So
good call. It's 5-on-5 hockey, but Rosenberg is in the box, so no power play, but he's going to sit for quite a while. 10-minute misconduct. Here's Nick Leon looking for a back pass for Boris, but it's picked off. Boris keeps it in. Puck is in the near side half boards. Now far side for Swiderski. Swiderski has it, and he gives it over for Carbone. Carbone gets in, but he can't get a shot off. Now Rosinski has it. The Huskies already got a 3-on-2. Rosinski goes through the legs, evades a check, looking for Boris. Saucer pass, and he can't handle it. And he spins away. Now Schwartz with a shot, and it gets blocked down front by Webb. Webb gives Schwartz a hit. Leon now behind behind Zarnik. Boris in on there, and the puck comes out to Schwartz here. Schwartz looking for a backhanded shot, and it gets deflected up into the protective netting. 10:21 left in the frame, 6-5.
But yeah, like I was saying, this line right here has gotten the majority of the chances. I would really like to see the Greenberg, Sukel, and Nick Remley line really kind of get into this game, because I haven't seen them do a lot in this game. They haven't gotten a lot of points. Really, the second and third line, Bach line got a goal. They got a couple of chances, some good shifts, but this shift right here, they have not gotten a lot of chances. So you got to hope that this second line gets a goal here before the end of the game.
Saw Vandenberg come over to Rosenberg and was really ticked off. I think he was trying to tell him to keep his mouth shut, because he was banging the stick as the linesman was going by him. And he was trying to tell him to cool off, otherwise the Huskies are getting a power play out of it. Here's Remley now for Sukel. That third line is out there. He takes a shot, blocked nicely by Luca. Back pass now controlled by Talty. Talty has it now for Rizala. Rizala dumps it in behind Alex Hare. He stops it. He backhands it, but Rizala regains possession of the puck. Here's Troy Hurlin. Back pass. Talty picks it off in the point. Good stick there by Remley, and the puck gets sent out to center ice. Now taken by the Redbirds. That's Anthony Luca out through center ice. And controlled by Anderson. Anderson, far side face-off circle. And a centering pass looking for Talty, I believe. And the puck finds its way all the way to center ice, and the Huskies go for a change. Up off the glass around Alex Hare. 9:15 left in the game. Huskies up 6-5. Here's Rob Bach now, just getting it to neutral ice. Coming back in is Reimel. Reimel backhands it, looking for a centering attempt for Luca. For Amberset, excuse me, and he couldn't do it. Now they battle in the near side corner boards. Hurlin, Greenberg, and Nedzila there. Neds is trying to get it to center ice, but he can't do it. And finally it finds its way to neutral ice, does the puck. But back in comes Carter Kernbauer. The shot, and it gets deflected on Hare. And that's going to bring out a whistle. 8:43 left in the period, and I believe I heard a whistle. So that's going to be a TV timeout. We're going to take it with them. It's going to be 8:43 left in the frame. Huskies are up 6-3. You're listening to Huskies Hockey on the NIU Huskies Hockey Radio Network.
Hey, Billy.
Yeah?
Do you want to go to the state fair?
Yeah.
Do you want to ride the roller coaster?
Yeah.
The big one?
Yeah.
The one with the reverse flip?
Yeah.
Well, you can't.
Huh?
You see, Billy, when you throw away money on wasted electricity, you throw away everything you could have done with it, including going to the state fair.
Oh, man.
Cheer up. This year, your parents will make it right. They're going to visit EnergySavers.gov, where they'll get tips on how to save energy and money. Then they'll add extra insulation and get a few of those Energy Star appliances. They could save hundreds of dollars a year. And you know what, Billy?
What?
They'll take you to the state fair next year.
But I want to go this year.
I know you do, Billy. I know you do. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Energy and the Ad Council.
Have you always wanted to be on radio or television? Don't lie to yourself, of course you have. That means that you need to come to the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. At ICB, you'll learn everything you need to know. Hands-on training in audio programming, video editing, and much, much more. Financial assistance is available for those who qualify, so you've got no excuse. Go online to beonair.com or call 630-916-1700 for more information. The Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where your career begins.
And we're back here on the Huskies Hockey Radio Network. They're up 6-5. Here's Joe Boris near side half boards looking for Rosinski, but he couldn't quite connect. There's a shot, and it just goes off the stick of Zarnik. And the puck comes out to Hare. He's going to cover up the puck as Anderson was in on him. 8:22 left. Third period, 6-5 Northern Illinois.
Wouldn't it be nice if If we got big enough, then NIU would take TV timeouts for us.
Wouldn't that be nice?
That would be awesome.
I know we got to start small. I think first we need to just get our own arena.
Yeah.
In DeKalb. I think that's a priority number one. And then we can get a Jumbotron. And then you can get the telestrator.
Yes, that's it. I want to be like Eddie Jolczyk, man.
That'd be perfect. Ian, if you're listening, that's all on our Christmas list. Please. Out comes Parker Johnson. He's got 2 goals tonight. And his centering attempt gets picked off, looking for Tim Talty out there. And Talty is going to get the puck. He's going to give it over to Rosala. And he slips and gets a shot on goal nonetheless. Centering attempt now here for Trent Webb. Leon's on him. And the puck goes to the far side half boards. Here's Rosinski now with Leon. They don't have much left in them. I think they're going to go for a change, and they are. Leon's going to get off. Rosinski's going to come off next. Puck comes out through neutral ice. Now taken by Kernbauer. Kernbauer centering attempt. Good stick there by Troy Hurlin, did not allow a shot off on Alex Hare. In the offensive zone comes Jordan Leach with the puck. Again, Huskies doing a good job of not allowing Illinois State this last 3 or 4 minutes to not get a shot on net. Puck comes out through center ice. Kernbauer gets it in. And he's going to go for a change. Here's Troy Hurlin now around near side half boards. Off of Greenberg's helmet. And he's going to stick it around to the far side half boards. Here's Sukel off the boards looking for Schwartz. Sukel fans on a clearing attempt. Hits off the referee. Now Schwartz is there. And the Huskies, and it's going to be a game misconduct right there. See who it's going to be against. It looks like it's going to be Illinois State.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be the captain.
Ambersat's going to go to the box for a game misconduct.
You never like to see that from your captain because your captain's supposed to be your leader, your guy that kind of keeps it cool and keeps your other players out of the. Try to keeps them out of the box and keeps them cool.
Yeah.
But he just lost his composure there, and you can see that it's going to be another game misconduct, and that's going to be big for us because he could be out for until the game's over, or at least until very late in the game.
So 2 game misconducts now from Rosenberg and for Ambersat. And a shot comes from the point off of Swiderski's stick. And finally Neds can control. Nedzila all the way out through center ice now into the offensive zone. Far side corner boards, but his puck is pocket is picked. And Bach trying to keep it, and he can, and out comes Anthony Luca. And it's going to be Rob Bach finding the puck. Cross ice, and he actually gives it to Luca. And Luca controls. Backhanding centering attempt. And now Ron Coletta has it near side corner boards. Cross ice looking for Pounce. It deflects to no icing as it goes right in on Zarnik. Now controlled by Gatto.
Big hit by Bach there, just on number 31, Jeremy Gatto.
As Bach kind of pushed away his man too. It's Bach again, the guy that's not going to fight a lot, but he's a big agitator. He's going to make you draw a penalty.
Yeah, he's basically like a Brian Bickle for you.
As Neds dumps it in on Zarnik, he's going to go for a change so Rosinski can come out, and that first line is back out onto the ice. Puck comes out into the Husky zone. In is Johnson. Here's a shot. Score. Illinois State scores. I believe that was 93.
Yeah, and you saw just Hurlin tried to pinch there again. You can't do those pinching plays if they have 3 guys coming up, and they ended up getting a 2-on-1. Again, I mean, really, Alex Hare couldn't do a lot about a 2-on-1 there. I mean, just a really tough goal to stop, and now it's 6-6. They let the Redbirds back in this game. They've gotten 5 goals to our 2 in the last 2 periods. So really, just the Redbirds ever since that first period have really kind of taken over this game.
So at 14:40, the Huskies and Illinois State are now tied 6-6. Here comes another shot, and they score. And just like that, no more than 5 seconds later, the Huskies trail in this game 7-6 for the first time.
It's bad defense there again. I mean, they're really I mean, those were the two quickest goals I've ever seen. Those were about in 10 seconds apart, quicker than the Blackhawks in the Stanley Cup. I mean, those are just way too easy there. I mean, you gotta win those faceoffs, and you can see in the faceoff that we're losing right now. I think about 6-4 right now, so we're not doing as good in the faceoff dot, giving them too many chances, making too many mistakes right now.
So the Huskies are going to take their timeout. It was exactly 5 seconds between goals.
Like I said, probably the quickest goals between that I've ever seen.
Yeah, so Anderson's going to get the first goal. So Anderson and Leach.
Yeah, and Alex here had a really good first period, but now in this second and third period, I know he's had a lot of shots on him, but he's kind of had an off period, the last couple periods, an off night.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got to think that he's going to be very mad about this performance, but I mean, hopefully he's going to get some get rallied around this first line of all these points that we've gotten from Rosinsky and Leon. Let's hope that they can get a goal and tie this game back up with 5:15 left in the third period.
So the Illinois State first goal at 14:40 was Anderson from Leach, and the second one was Talty from Anderson. So 14:40 and 14:45, the Huskies now find themselves down for the first time, I believe, all weekend.
Except for that first goal that they got in the beginning of the game.
Right. Yep. So Huskies first time down since the 4:24 mark of period number 1. Here's Leon. Leon toe drag, and it gets sticked away there by Anderson. Now you can really tell ISU has the life in this game. They have a lot more momentum and the energy.
Yep.
Here's Tim Talty through the legs. Now Rosinsky, Boris, and Leon have a 3-on-2 if they hustle. Here's Rosinsky looking for Boris. He finds him. He looked like he was going to get a shot. Boris now for Leon, now for Hurlin. Hurlin takes a shot, and it's blocked out in front by Talty. And that's going to be an icing, but Hare actually came out and played it. Here's Schwartz now, out to the ISU offensive zone, the Northern's offensive zone. Now Luca has it, and he dumps it in on Hare. Hurlin's back to control, backhands it for Schwartz. Schwartz has it taken away there by Gatto. Gatto centering attempt, and it couldn't connect with Swiderski. Here's Kevin Schwartz. Now Greenberg. Now looking for Sukel. Cross ice. Actually worked out. Looking for Remley, but it found Sukel. And Remley's got it. Far side corner boards. ISU zone. Here's Rosala. And that's going to go up to near side point. Coletta keeps it in. Now down far side, near side corner board for Sukel. Sukel cycling. Here's Coletta with a really weak shot. And it's picked off at center ice by Troy Hickey. Here's Hickey. He stops, looks for a centering attempt, and he almost found Greenberg, but his pass was picked off there by Johnson. And now with them down 1, I don't think you're going to see that fourth line. It's just going to be 1 and 2, I think, the rest of this game.
Yeah, it's pretty much going to be the first 3 lines, and it's probably going to go back to Rosinsky and Leon in that first line after this third line gets off here.
So 3 minutes left in the game. Huskies trail 7-6 as ISU scores 2 goals in 5 seconds to get the lead for the first time since the 4-minute mark of period 1. Here's Reimel. Reimel has it far corner. Now Hickey. Hickey backhands for Coletta. Coletta up off the boards. Greenberg now far side for Remley. Hickey has it. He's going to try to find Greenberg. That's going to be icing on Northern Illinois. 2:34 left in the game. 7-6 ISU.
Yeah, and you can see Coletta's a little bit tired there. He's putting his stick on his knees. So these players, Hickey and Coletta, have been out there for a while now. They were hoping to get off the ice, but a bad icing there by Hickey. Trying to find Greenberg, just couldn't quite do it. And right now down a goal with 2:34 left. You got to think that we're going to be pulling Alex Hare in about a minute, maybe a minute and a half when we get it down to their zone.
Here's a shot in on Hare. He makes the save. Where is it? It's loose. Now taken by Connor Anderson. Anderson swings around left face-off circle, Husky zone. Dumps it down. And Ron Coletta has it. He's going to get it out to center ice. And pretty soon you got to look for Coach Ronaldo to pull Alex Hare. Here's Neds. but he has it taken away by Trent Webb. Webb in the high slot, looking for a shot. He finds Talty, but he couldn't get a shot off. 2 minutes left in the game, and the Huskies find themselves down a goal. Here's Pounds. He finds Nedzila. Nedzila up on the rush. Backhanding shot, saved by Zarnik. And he's going to hold on. 1:54 left in the game. 7-6 is the score. I would say the next, what do you think, maybe 30, 40 seconds?
Yeah, I would say, about 30 seconds, maybe 40. Yeah, like you said, 45 seconds. They'll probably pull Hare. And they're going back with their bread and butter line here. Rosinski, Leon, Boris, and then they got Schwartz and Herlin. They're kind of their two shooting defensemen back for this offense.
As we rejoin the play, as a shot comes up off the end boards, and there's that first line. Hare's kind of looking to the bench. When's he going to come off? Schwartz trying to step up and keep the puck in, but he couldn't. Now Herlin dumps it back in. They have to regroup to avoid the icing, or the offsides, excuse me. In comes Swiderski. Swiderski looking for Carbone, but he couldn't find him. Here's Boris. And Hare looking to go to the net, but they couldn't get it deep. Were the Huskies. There's a shot and blocked away by Hare. And finally, not finally, Carbone has it. Now Schwartz for Nick Leon. And Hare has to come back to the net because the Huskies can't get it deep. 1 minute left in the game. Huskies down 7-6. Here's Tim Talty. Starting pass for Anderson. And big save by Hare. And now Leon's out there. Leon's got the puck far side. Here comes Hare. Extra attacker out. And Boris has it. Now backhands it for Leon. Leon looking for a centering pass. And now ISU comes out to center ice. 35 seconds left in the game. Hickey has himself taken off the puck. Here's Connor Anderson battling with Coletta. Now Greenberg has it. 26 left. One more rush for the Huskies. Here's Joe Boris. Boris looking for a pass across ice. Now Remley's out there. And it's going to get to center ice. And it's going to be an offsides play. 14 and a half left in the game. Huskies losing 7-6.
Right now, biggest face-off of the game coming up right here. And you see that it looks like Coach Ronaldo's going to go with his kind of second good line of Sukel, Bach. And then he's going to keep Leon out there, and then he's going to have Remley take off the face-off with Coletta and Hickey.
So the second line is going to finish this game out. Looking for a big goal here. Remley wins the face-off. In comes Mark Greenberg with a slapper into the chest of Zarnik. And he covers up 10 and a half left in the game, 7-6. Bach's got to be careful to not take a penalty here.
Yep, because you can't be taking penalties with 10 seconds left. This is your last good rush, and this is going to be the face-off right here. If we can get a face-off, we can get a nice offensive play in with 10 seconds left and try to get a goal and tie this game back up.
So it's Boris, Leon, Sukel, Hickey, and Rosinski out there, I believe. 7 seconds left. Here's Leon with a fan shot and a centering attempt, and that's going to do it. ISU's going to come back and win this game 7-6 and take 2 points out of 4 from Northern Illinois and remain 2 ahead of them in the MACA Gold Conference standings. And that is not the way the Huskies wanted to finish this series, especially up by 5 goals. And you let 2 in 5 seconds.
No, yeah, they were up, I think, 3 goals at one point, 4-1, and then they ended up getting a goal, 2 unanswered goals, 4-3, and then we got our 5th goal, and then they got their 4th, and they just kept coming back little by little, and we just couldn't stop their momentum, really. So I mean, just kind of a bad game there, letting them back in the game. And Alex Hare, not one of his best performances like he had last night, but you got to think that we took 2 out of the 4 points there, and that's what Coach was hoping. But obviously, we should have taken all 4 because we were up in that first period 4-1. But at least we took 2 out of it, and now we got to go into next weekend with the 3 games there and keep thinking that we're just as good as any other team, because obviously we're as good as ISU, the number 1 team in the region, and we could beat any team that we want to.
So the Huskies lose 7-6. Duffy, do you have your 3 stars of the game?
Who
would your 3 stars of the game be?
Well, I would say that probably my 3rd star would probably be, I would say, I'm trying to think, because my first 2 stars would be Leon and Brzezinski, because both of those, Leon and Brzezinski had, I think, 2 goals and 2 assists each. I guess my 3rd star would be Bach with that goal that put us up 4-1, and he did a really good job tonight with all the hits that he had and all the nice play that he had out there. So he's my 3rd star. My 2nd star would be probably Nick Leon, 2 assists, 2 goals. And then Brzezinski, he had a hat trick, I think, tonight. 3 goals, and I think he had an assist. So really just a good night by those 3 guys. And that's my 3 stars of the night.
Well, this is going to do it for us as the Huskies lose 7-6 here at the U.S. Cellular Coliseum to the Illinois State University Redbirds. Our next broadcast will be Friday at noon as the Huskies take on DePaul University. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Not sure you like the outcome, but we'll see you next Friday from The Edge in Bensenville, Illinois.